Trust me, if you want to look like a real company, not a flea market stand, this is the move. If you're serious about your brand, work with people who are serious about getting it right. SM Athletics.
WKGN 1340. Go Vols!
You're tuned in to East Tennessee's premier sports radio call-in show. This is The Drive.
And hello, good afternoon, and welcome to another stellar edition of The Drive here on Fan Run Radio. Russell Smith punching the time clock, 3:01 on a Wednesday afternoon edition of the show. They call it Hump Day for some reason. Because it's the whole middle of the week thing. Thanks you for being with us here this afternoon. The gang is all here in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios alongside Bob Baskerville. We got Baron Walker through the glass this afternoon. I see where Ole Miss and Mike Bianco finalizing a new 4-year contract. The Rebels back to Omaha. 26 seasons for Mike Bianco and Ole Miss. How about that?
I mean, he is Ole Miss baseball. That's what I've always said. I mean, he's been there when they won the World Series.
Yes. And
they care about it down there.
Yeah, man. Got a nice ballpark. And were they getting ready to run him out a couple of years ago? And then he went on an improbable run and won it all.
Yeah, and then like the very next year, that was when Vitello announced his presence with Authority. And we went down there and swept them.
This date 2 years ago that we drank from the keg of glory in Omaha.
And you act like a couple of loons.
I mean, we doing a voluntary reaction afterwards. It was fun, man. It's a great night.
I was talking about that ninth inning.
Speak for yourself. I was calm, cool, and collected, as always.
I wonder where would you rank that on all-time anxiety-ridden Tennessee sports?
Oh, man, there's just something different about a baseball game. Different kinds of anxiety, man.
Natty on the line.
But coming down the stretch of a tight basketball game in the NCAA tournament, I mean, that's brutal.
Yeah.
Football, whether you're trying to hang on to a late lead. Like, I don't know what's worse, hanging on to a late lead and the other team is driving or needing points to win.
I mean, the only regular season football game I would put up near that anxiety level was probably 22 Alabama.
But it was different. To me, the most anxious part of that game was watching them bleed the clock at the end. And remember, we had a walk-on. I think William Wright was in the game, and Gibbs dropped the pass, and they end up missing the field goal. Like that, once they missed that field goal, I had a sense of weird Zen-like calm. I knew that we were going to kick a field goal. I don't know if we were going to make it, but I knew that we were going to hit a couple of plays and end that. We had 15 seconds. I knew we were kicking a field goal. That the defense part of it was so much worse than the offense part of it.
Yeah, our offense was high-powered that year.
But like basketball, man, the Edie game where we were right there, we were right there, but just watching it slip away and then knowing the last minute of the game that you weren't completely out of it, but it was kind of going to take a miracle to win.
And it wasn't even, I'll tell you, what I remember in that game was it wasn't even the Edie factor. It was like a fringe. He was a starter at Purdue, but Lance Jones, who hadn't done anything the whole game, sticks a three late in the game that gave them more breathing room.
There's always some guy.
Yeah.
That one's not, to me, as bad as, because with Edie, I mean, they were one of the best teams in the country. And, I mean, we were right there with them, but, you know, they had Edie. But that other Purdue game where the kid kicked out and got the foul, that one.
Carson Edwards.
Yeah, the Carson Edwards game, because I really feel like that Tennessee team, probably you play that Purdue team 10 times, Tennessee wins 6, maybe 7. I felt like we were a lot better team than them that year.
Well, and Tennessee could have beaten Virginia in the Elite Eight for sure. And then Virginia goes and wins it all to add insult to injury.
But those baseball games were tough, man. Whether it's, I mean, obviously the Omaha ones were the worst. I say the worst, like they were glorious, but
they bit the Wright State game. We were pretty anxious until he launched.
Yeah, if you're just talking about sports anxiety, baseball is a different kind, man. The Wright State thing was excruciating, but that Georgia Tech game,
yeah,
that was tough. The whole weekend against Notre Dame in 2022.
Oh, that was like getting your teeth pulled with no lidocaine.
The whole series, Super Regional at Southern Miss in 2023. Just the whole thing. It kept getting
but we got
weather delays.
But then they stuck us under the aluminum in the oven down there. And we kind of got our back up and got mad.
That was part of it, man. I mean, it's college baseball. It's fantastic. So where we got a commitment today, speaking of college baseball, Tennessee gets Parker Detmers is the kid. So his brother Reed Detmers is on the Angels.
It's on my fantasy team.
It always comes back to Bob's fantasy. It's all part of Bob Baskerville's fantasy.
I think Reed played for Louisville as well. So
yeah. Another guy who is draft eligible and coming off an arm injury. These are the only pitchers we're recruiting, evidently.
I know. It's
draft eligible with arm injuries.
Yeah. Didn't pitch this year. He was a weekend starter on a Louisville team in 2025 that went to Omaha before he got hurt. So he got hurt that year, had Tommy John. He's already over a year out from Tommy John.
Okay.
So, and he's pitching in, I didn't even know about the MLB Draft League. Do you know what that is, Walker?
I know of it. I assume it's just like an extended combine for these guys.
Yeah, it's like a showcase for draft eligible players.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he sounds like, he's pitching in this thing, so he's recovered.
Mm-hmm.
And he's obviously good enough to be on the draft radar. So I guess we can kind of put the injury concerns to the side and worry more about the draft. But it sounds like this is a big right-hander, big kid, 6'4", 230. Sounds like a guy that you can pencil into your starting rotate. Maybe this is your Sunday starter behind Landon Mack and Cam Appenzeller if he gets to campus.
Also graduated from the same high school that Cam Appenzeller was at.
So there's a recruiting tie there. I just wonder, if you're in the MLB Draft League,
mm-hmm.
which is a showcased for the MLB draft, which happens in a month, doesn't it stand to reason that you're going to the MLB draft?
Yeah.
Like if you were gonna come back, you would go to the Cape, right? Or something else like that.
Probably.
I don't know. This is a little bit Russell talking out his rear end. I didn't know this existed until yesterday. So
per Schumpert, he's of the belief that he doesn't think Detmer's stock is very high entering the draft. So,
well, again, I mean, this is the thing that's weird about baseball is that a good thing? I mean, okay, he's coming here, but I want a guy that the pros want. That's what we want on the weekend. It's also odd in how you form your opinion on these guys. But I guess at this point we need pitchers. So, yay.
I do like the idea of having a big physically imposing guy again on the mound.
6 guys now. We got Kersey from Mercer, Brody Trosclair. He's the guy that had the internal brace procedure. Should be ready to go around January. Wyatt Hanoyan, who we talked to, great pickup.
Our favorite of the
definitely going to be here. Yeah, the thing I like about Hanoyan most is there's no injury and he's not going to be drafted. You just go ahead and we know he's going to play. Ricky Ojeda, who is draft eligible from UC Irvine.
Great baseball name.
Is pretty good.
Ricky Ojeda.
Yeah.
I like Ojeda.
Ricky Ojeda can play.
Yeah. Sounds like he's ready to go about 60 feet.
Jake the Real McCoy, left-handed pitcher from South Carolina, coming off Tommy John. He's not pitching yet, and he's draft eligible.
I hope it works for Elander for his sake. Because if this were to, I don't even want to. Nah, I'm not.
Well, let's live in our hopes for a minute, not our fears. Say that you get, let's say you get 2 of the 3 between Ojeda, McCoy, Detmers ends up getting to campus and is healthy and is pitching. That's pretty good. That's 2 guys that can start. And really, you're only looking for 1 starter. So the other is an excellent long relief option out of the bullpen, which was a major problem this year. So that's would be
true.
Best case scenario is all 3 get here, and then
yeah, I mean, Elander's not the first. He's playing a heavy risk reward game right now.
They all are.
Yeah, but I think there's some of that goes on everywhere.
Yeah,
that was what we really missed. Looking back on it, we didn't have a guy that we could bring, like we've had for years and years. It was always somebody different every year, but we had that one guy. It felt like where if our starter got off to a rocky start or got blowed away, we had that guy that we could go to that could, get us about 5 or 6 innings of just throwing strike after strike.
Bullpen is important. Some might say, Bear, it's critical.
It's critical.
Adam Sparks, Knoxville News Sentinel, coming up here in just a few moments. On the program, Nate Ament last night sees his name called. He goes 13th to Miami, promptly traded to the Bucks, where reports are that he will be in line for a contract roughly 4 years in length at $26 million total. Congratulations, one Nate Ament. Your ship has come in.
Good for him.
For a loan.
Bear was a little worried last night on the text thread.
I did not like that Bob basically gave me the group text equivalent of grab me by the shoulders and
calm down. You're acting like your mother.
Yeah. Shay shook me and told me to get a hold of
myself. You were pressing the panic button in the Drive group chat last night.
You were saying he's in a free fall. It was like
he's in a free fall.
They showed him, Bob, and I love the kid.
When did Bear declare Nate Ament to be in a free fall?
After because I even said, okay, let's talk about this because we talked about it yesterday. I said it. It wasn't revelatory, by the way. I mean, I think a lot of people felt this way. That Shumpert felt that way too. The Bucks had 2 lottery picks. He was probably going to end up with the Bucks because they were interested in him. When Morez Johnson went at number 9 to Dallas, that was a curveball because they were projecting Braden Burries from Arizona to go to Dallas at number 9. The Bucks then take Burries at 10. So that's when, Bear was concerned. And I even said, he's going to go 12 or 13, Oklahoma City or Milwaukee. And then at 11, Golden State takes Yaxel Lindeborg, who, by the way, I've got some comments about Yaxel later. And that's when Bear said it. Pick 11. He goes, he's in a free fall. And that's when I said,
free falling.
Just stop, man.
Free falling.
I think Burries was an attractive enough asset. And the Bucks need a point guard. They've got one right now, Ryan Rollins, but they want to develop one. They thought he was probably going to go to Dallas. They were like, he's available, man. Let's get him. Nate will probably still be there at 13. Maybe Oklahoma City takes him, but maybe not. And we'll take him at 13. That's what happened. I think it worked out fine.
And 13 is the last lottery?
14.
No, 14. Okay. So,
well, I've made a list of different media members whoever runs the SB Nation account on Twitter.
SB Nation.
Yeah.
Does that even exist?
That's still a thing?
Yeah. They rated everybody. Guess who was the only person to get below a B in the first round?
Nate?
Yep.
Well,
you heard it, SB Nation. You're on Bear's poop list.
I was just going to say the fact that we're all like, are they still in existence might tell you something. I wouldn't worry about their takes.
That is so 2009, SB Nation.
Yeah.
I bookmarked it. I'll send it on over to my team. It consists of DR Vol and some other guys.
Your team. Oh, here we go. You're gonna ruffle some feathers.
I thought I was thinking you were going to apologize for how you treated me in the group text last night, Bob.
I just said stop. That's all.
Sorry.
That's all I said.
I'm sorry. Kind of like yelling at me in front of the guy.
Oh, and no, and then I said that was 11. I did say that when.
In fairness to Bear, at what point would Nate have been in a quote free fall?
If he fell outside the lottery.
Yeah, Walker's got it.
That was
so
the thing.
So he was one pick away from a free fall.
I like the way you're thinking, Smith.
Why?
Because you're taking it. It's giving me some.
I just want to know what your definition of free fall is.
Well,
because it got to 12 and Bears hitting the panic button.
No, got to 11.
Nate made a mistake.
I didn't say he made a mistake.
He should have come back.
What I was worried about was he was going to slip outside the lottery, and I thought you guys said it was 12.
Now it's 14.
Okay, and then I thought, well, hell, he's going to slip, and then he's going to have, and they showed him, and then I made the mistake of looking around Twitter, and there's some people that don't like young Nate, and they made fun of him, and I didn't like Nate. Do a search on his name, and you can read some of the haters.
He's a polarizing prospect. Yeah. I'd say that's fair.
From
a lot of people are predicting bust, and then quite frankly, Russ, they started his appearance.
Really?
Yes. And equating, that's when it got really weird.
He's a very handsome young man.
Is when they started
baby face.
He was baby faced. He was soft,
skinny.
So was Keaton Wagler, and he went number 5. I mean, that's crazy.
Did not think that he was a
wartime consigliere.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, they had that dog in him. He wasn't a dog.
We'll find out, man. I mean, we've only seen him play one season of college basketball. I thought he was pretty good.
I think, and Rhonda Hartwalls just said on the live chat, and I think this is fair. She said, I was worried the same thing was going to happen to Nate, like what happened to Dalton.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably why you were a little guarded last night, was the minute he didn't go at that 10 pick. It's like, here we go. You were egging him on too. Didn't you send some emoji or something or GIF about?
Yeah, Bear was panicking, man. He's running around with his hair on fire. He wanted to, everybody stay calm. We got to stick together.
Wow.
Don't panic.
Hey, they showed him, and he just looks so sad. And he's like, "Yeah, I love the kid. He brought me a lot of joy this year."
That's got to be nerve-wracking if when you go to the draft, football, basketball, whatever, and you're in that green room, and it's 13, 14, and you've been in there for hours.
Yeah,
that's all the other guys, your contemporaries are all
at
gone.
that point. You got to be like, "Why did I come here?"
You old Will Levis.
I don't even think, unless I knew I was going to be one of the top 2 or 3 picks, I don't think I would go, just because. Like we talked about the anxiety of watching a game. I'm just an anxious person. I would find something else to do. I would like go work out or something.
How about
just call me when it's done?
Duke's Isaiah Evans. He was there last night. He got invited. He, comes in decked out, nice drip, all that. He didn't get picked in the first round. So he'll have to be there again tonight. That's pretty agonizing.
That's brutal. All right, Adam Sparks, KnoxNews.com coming up. Chaz Coleman. Where's he at?
Who's he?
David Gabriel George. Where's he going?
Who's he?
And who's going to be our quarterback this year? We'll talk all things Tennessee football with the Knoxville News Sentinel's University of Tennessee beat reporter coming up next right here on Fan Run Radio. Stay with us.
The Drive.
Can't get enough Fan Run Radio? Be sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel by searching for Fan Run Sports.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Grab a pack, grab your friends. Everything else in life can wait. Your friends shouldn't. Let's go. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Citizens National Bank.
Life is more fun with a Good Life account, offering extra benefits, including bank travel. Experience the trip of a lifetime to Ireland. Explore rolling green hills, historic castles, and charming villages across the Emerald Isle. Get in on the fun. Call 865-429-7935 today.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game. Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
Are you ready for the start of a new season? Maybe looking for your team to go on a tournament run? Get game day ready with Crumble. Head on over to your nearest location and pick up 12 pre-selected cookies, plus exclusive toppers. When you're looking for dessert options, there's no question about who you should call on. Our listeners already know. Last year, the Dubai chocolate was a home run, along with the brownie batter. Oreo crumb was another crowd favorite. What new flavor will set the standard this season? If you're in the Knoxville area, there are 3 locations ready to serve you: Clinton Highway, Parkside Drive, and Maryville. Download the Crumble app to build your best lineup and vote on the best combos. You can even put your bid in to request a new flavor. Order in the app and slide on over to your nearest location. Tell them Fan Run sent you, and as always, it's for the fans, by the fans. Don't miss the cookies.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
Ball fans, reimagine your home.
Through the glass this afternoon in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios, and we are pleased to be joined by our old pal Adam Sparks of the Knoxville News Sentinel, online at knoxnews.com. Good afternoon, Adam. How are you, sir?
Not bad, guys. I've been away, so I'm getting readjusted to this hemisphere and the time.
Yeah, welcome back. I saw some nice looking videos of you guys and you and the missus in Italy. I was just record heat waves. They said yesterday was the hottest day in recorded history in Paris. It was like 110 degrees.
So we must have missed some of that, or I don't know. We do a lot of prep before our international trips, and everything we were told was that Italy, especially Rome, and some in Greece. We were in Athens. We were a lot of places in Italy, and some in Athens, in Greece also. We were told, hey, the heat is going to kill you. You don't even go out in the middle of the day and all this. And we got there, and locals would tell us, they're like, we're so sorry. I hope you're adjusting to the heat. And we're like, it's 82. What do you mean? It's fine. And it's like, well, it's so humid. And we're like, oh, no, we're from Tennessee. It's fine. By the way, everywhere we went in Europe, 100% of the time, when we said they would say, where are you from? They could figure out we were Americans. We'd say the States, U.S., and then most people would say, okay, well, where in the States? New York, L.A., D.C., Miami, that's what they would always ask. And they'd say, well, Tennessee, do you know where Tennessee is? And 100% of the time, they would reply, whiskey. That's how they would reply every time. Like, really? Jack Daniels? Yeah. Whiskey. Yes, whiskey. And you think that the word Tennessee is on the bottle. So 100% of the time, it was without fail. And we would say, do you know anything else about Tennessee? And they'd say, just whiskey. So,
they don't know about Graceland over there, I guess.
No, I guess not. But it was fun. My wife is I mentioned before, she's like a lifelong Tennessee fan, season ticket holder. She spotted a number of UT fans walking around. I wouldn't notice them. They'd have a UT cap on or a shirt or whatever. There's thousands of people at these historical sites you're visiting and stuff. And we're at the Coliseum, and she just yells out GBO, and I'm like, honey, why are you yelling that here? And then somebody would yell it back from like 50 yards away. And then it happened at the Parthenon.
Adam's like, I can't escape it. They're everywhere.
We're at the first day, we're in Milan, and we're at the Duomo in Milan, which is this enormous cathedral. And when you go in, this happened also, I believe, outside the Last Supper. We went to the Last Supper, the painting, the Last Supper, Da Vinci painting.
Mm-hmm.
And when you go in, you have to be solemn and quiet. You have to cover your shoulders and your knees. You have to be very modest and whisper and all that. And then my wife is like, "Go Big Orange."
I was going to say, so it's just like Bryant-Denny Stadium on a random fall Saturday.
That's right. So, but it happened everywhere, and sometimes I just had to be like, "You got to be quiet here. You can't do that here."
Well,
it is a fun trip.
You have to pardon the Italians. They're just upset that they're not in the World Cup right now. So it's a tough time of the 4-year rotation for them not being in it.
Everywhere we went, everybody was watching it, obviously, because it's Europe, and then they would always ask us, because I don't keep up. I watch the World Cup a little bit if I'm in the States and it's on, but we didn't watch any TV when we were over there. I didn't know what was going on, and they would ask us specifically about the American match and this, that, and the other, and like, I didn't see it. And then they would tell us about who scored goals for the U.S. and all this, and you felt kind of embarrassed because these Europeans are watching our team more than we are.
Oh, yeah.
But that's the sport.
Adam Sparks with us here this afternoon, Fan Run Radio. So, Adam, you're obviously a man of the world. You like to travel. I've got to ask you, as a guy who makes his living covering college football, you've obviously been to most of the premier places, probably not all of them. Are there any college football venues that remain on your bucket list unchecked?
Well, I've been inside. Texas knocked that one out in a couple years. That's the only SEC I haven't been to. It would be kind of up there. I kind of think I'll be underwhelmed. And I've talked to people that have been to a number of games at the stadium and say it's good. It's not great. I've been inside the Big House at Michigan, but I've not been there for a game. So I would say that one. We actually went into the Big House at Michigan a couple years ago. We were on a road trip, again, my wife and I, and we went up there, and she wanted to see the inside of the stadium. It's the off season, it's the summer, and I said, "Well, you can't just get in. It's like Neyland. You can't just go open the gate and walk in." And she sees a staffer coming across on a golf cart or whatever. She strikes a conversation with him, and she says, "Well, we're from Tennessee. We're from Knoxville. And we were told that this stadium is bigger and better than Neyland, but I don't believe it." And she sort of made it combative with this woman. And this woman was like, "Oh, no, it's better than Neyland." And she's like, "Well, prove it." So we got like a 1-hour tour of the Big House. So this Michigan staffer could prove that it was better than Neyland. So that's how we got our way in. I would like to see a game there, though. That's on the list. And Rose Bowl. I've never covered a game at the Rose Bowl. That's the short list.
I actually got kicked out of the Texas Stadium a couple of years ago doing basically because your wife is probably smarter than me. I just walk in. I just like try all the doors until I find a place because I was there in the summer and I wanted to go in. And so I ended up, I'm like in the club section, like the really swank area, because that's like all I could get into. And eventually like
Millionaire Row?
Yeah, like really nice.
I'm sure.
And some guy who's like, what are you doing? And I was just
it's funny. You can kind of tell the level that this is something that we do on road trips because my wife wants to do it. When we go on road trips in the States, you'll say, okay, what major colleges are along the route, and we will, and wherever they are, we'll pull over, and you can tell the level of the program that it is by how easy it is or how hard it is to get in the stadium. So I think it was last summer we drove through. We went to TCU and Virginia
that
Tech.
Stadium. Yeah.
Michigan was that trip. I'm trying to remember where else. I think SMU is one of the. We went, probably about a dozen stadiums. BYU, Utah, and some of them you can't get in. Like I mentioned, Michigan. My wife had to talk her way to get in. But then, Utah, you walk in and say, "Hey, we'd love to see this," and they're just like, "Oh man, this would be our honor if we could show you around. We never get visitors, you know." And you're like, "Really? You're top 25 team?" But it's just different. Any SEC school, that's not happening. So you can usually tell the level of the program by how easy it is to walk in. TCU, we walked in the middle of a camp and just sat there and watched a recruiting camp. And at one point I said, "This may be a violation. I'm a media member. We need to leave." It'd be a violation against TCU, not me. So maybe I should have stayed in.
Hey, Adam, before we get to like Vol football, just kind of staying on kind of adjacent to this topic we've just been discussing. By the way, your wife sounds like a player. That's awesome.
I'm just wondering what Mrs. Smith would say of like, "Honey, you mind if we go out of the way a little bit? I'd like to go and tour the SMU football stadium."
Yeah.
She'd be like, "Okay, well, you're going to call an Uber because I'm going elsewhere."
That's right.
When we were in the Michigan one in the big house, I'm being very nice to this woman that's giving us a free tour. We go in the locker room, and Charles Woodson's mural is up on the wall.
Ugh.
And again, my wife, a Tennessee fan, remember Peyton and all that. She just like spits on the floor and says, "Yuck." I'm like, "Honey, you can't."
Yes, Mrs. Sparks, let's go.
Yeah.
It's hard in the paint.
Love it. So you did a piece, I guess, maybe before you took your trip, I'm not sure, regarding kind of the hot topic that seems to have burned pretty brightly this spring, and that's the Neyland Entertainment District. And I thought it was a good piece because you compared it, the fact that something I didn't know. I mean, I knew there's other projects similar to this one that are underway, but in the SEC alone, I mean, if you include Tennessee's efforts here, we're getting close to like half the SEC schools are building some sort of version of this, but some are on campus, some are, plots of land adjacent. I mean, I guess this is a fast moving train that's not going to stop, right? This is going to pervade all these colleges, right?
Yeah, I think there's sort of two sides to this. There's some that are going to open a little bit before Tennessee, some that are already open. Iowa State, Wake Forest, Kansas, those types. But yeah, we usually care about stuff that happens in the SEC. And there's two sides of that conversation when you talk about who's going to have one or who has one in the works. Entertainment district, it's Ole Miss, Kentucky, South Carolina, LSU's trying to figure one out. There's a couple of others, but
Oklahoma.
So on one hand, you could say, well, Tennessee's like everybody else, but maybe a year ahead, 2 years ahead. On the flip side of that, Georgia's not in that yet. Alabama's not. Texas is not. So, see, a lot of the schools that I just named are sort of the mid to lower tier of the SEC, most of them. And so that tells you that kind of says that these are schools that need something extra to bring their fans there and to keep them there. And Tennessee is not in that class. Tennessee, fan base wise, is in the upper tier. And so does that mean that Tennessee's sort of slumming it a little bit when they don't have to bring fans in? Or does that mean they're just ahead of the curve and everybody's going to have one in 5 years? You could kind of take that either way. I've heard from a number of Tennessee fans now that have accepted that this is going to come, and most have told me, I'm good with the district, the Neyland Entertainment District, the shops, the restaurants, sports bar, whatever. I don't like the hotel. And I think a lot of that is the sort of the scene of it, that it messes up the skyline, they think, and it overhangs the stadium and all that sort of thing. I think it's pretty reasonable. But the thing is, all these entertainment districts, they all center around a hotel. That's the model. You don't have these entertainment districts without some type of boutique hotel or condo hotel, because that's a major source of the revenue.
Adam Sparks, Knoxville News Sentinel, our guest here this afternoon. Adam, what's the latest on Chaz Coleman? I'm sure you wish that scenario had been resolved before you get back, but here we are still talking about it. People keep asking us, is he still on the team? I can't. It doesn't sound like he was ever on the team, Adam, and I just can't imagine that he would actually be suiting up for Tennessee this fall.
I mean, I doubt that he does. It seems like one of those things where we're going to ask about it on the first day of camp, and then we're going to, throughout camp in August, we're just going to keep an eye on it to see if he's out there, if he is, if he's doing anything, and if he's not, then maybe one day during the season, somebody will just get mentioned to us like, hey, Chad Coleman's dressed out today. Maybe that's how it goes. It's just hard for me to imagine right now that he's going to be a major part of their plans because he just hasn't to this point. The players barely know him. He hasn't been present enough. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I wrote a number of stories of a number of scenarios before I went on vacation about he's here, he's not here, he's suspended, he's on the roster but not working out. I wrote different scenarios, and when I got back, I actually somebody asked me as soon as I got back, is Chad Coleman on the team, or did he officially leave? In the last couple of weeks, and I had to text somebody over at UT and check the roster because I wasn't sure. I mean, because he's on the team, but he's kind of not, and I think that's probably going to be how it is for a while. It's just if you're Josh Heupel, you don't want it to be a distraction, and maybe he thinks he can manage that. Because I guess the thought is there's no downside to a talented player just being on the roster if he's not present, because maybe that's a card you can play later on. But I tend to think there is a negative to that of a guy that just lingers that long.
Yeah, it feels like it just feels like we've had a few of these, right? The different form and fashion, but between the Nico drama in the spring of 25 and then Boo last summer and now this, and they're all, again, they all have different wrinkles to them, but I think that's why some people are kind of wondering, and it kind of, fair or unfair from my point of view, it feels like it kind of becomes a little bit of a commentary on, some people feeling how Josh runs his program, which I'm not sure, again, if that's even fair, but I do think that's out there.
Well, and I mean, here's the thing. I thought he'd be gone by now. I thought he was going to be gone before I went on vacation, which was about 3 weeks ago. If you guys remember, there was that sort of preemptive newsy thing that came out of a radio station in Nashville that said he was off the team.
Right.
And I knew that was not the case. I knew he was still on the team when that was said. And I know there's been some backtracking on that after that. But when I checked in on that, I said, he is still on the team, right? This is not true. And the response that I got was, yeah, he's still on the team. Now, is he going to be by the end of this week? Probably not. So I was pretty surprised that he sort of weathered that storm or whatever, because I thought he would be gone in early June, and he's just not. And I think they just figure this has died down by now, and maybe it's not going to ramp back up. But obviously it's going to be, because it's going to be one of the first questions we ask Josh Heupel at the Tennessee Media Day, the on-campus Media Day. Actually, we'll ask him Media Day in Tampa about it. And then we'll all be looking to see if he's out there on the practice field, if he's still on the team, first day of practice. And then we'll monitor it throughout the week or throughout the month. I mean, I remember writing so much about Boot Carter, and was he, during camp last year, is he with the DBs or is he not? Is he doing team stuff or is he not? Is he working out on the side? Does that mean he's being punished, or what is this? And they just don't need that again, because we're just going to ask every day because people want to know, and they should know.
Well, I'm sure that Josh Heupel will give a clear and definitive answer to that first question whenever it comes.
Absolutely.
Can't wait for the annual round of can Adam get Josh to give a straight answer to a question coming up here in just a matter of weeks.
Yeah, we're progressing through that process. That's progressing, and we're all evolving as the program moves forward in that progress.
Wow. That's beautiful. Well played.
Definitely.
Hey, Adam,
last that one up.
Yeah, last thing for me here. Got to ask about the quarterback. I was thinking about this today. Everyone we talk to who's like close to the program and around the team, raves about Faison Brandon, his physical gifts, but more and more it's about like his mental makeup and how dedicated he is. And, you know, it got me to thinking, like, I just don't hear a lot about George and his level of like how bad he wants it and all that stuff. And it doesn't mean that he doesn't want it. I just don't hear much about it and don't hear much about him, period. We saw where he's going to the Manning Passing Academy this week. And other than that, I just have not heard a lot, and was wondering if that tracks with you here. Obviously, you're closer to the program. Do both guys want this as much? Or are they showing the same amount of dedication? What are you hearing?
Well, I think some of the rumblings that you've heard throughout the summer about those two guys and how the race is going is, I think those are forces within the program that's trying to push both of those guys. Because it is funny. I mean, this doesn't happen everywhere, but at a place like Tennessee where there's so much traditional media and then secondary media and then sort of fan media, YouTube channels and fan podcasts and all that, you get these narratives that just change every couple of weeks, even though nothing's happened. We know what Faison and George, that competition was when spring was over. And then, it seemed like in May, like Faison has moved ahead. Well, why? They're not even on campus right now. And then George is catching up. And then, George is going to the Manning Academy. So maybe he's back in front and all these narratives. Not much has changed with those two guys. But you get little rumblings out of the program, and there's some truth to some of it of what you hear, but it gets blown out of proportion. I think the rumblings that you do hear, I think, is trying to push those guys. So when you heard early on in summer that, hey, Faison may be the guy, his trajectory is better than George. I think if there was any motive behind that, it's that to get it across to Faison, hey, you can really win this. You can actually start the season opener. This is real. It's there for the taking, to push him in the summer, to make sure he has the urgency to know that he can get the job. For George, I think that was a little bit of an urgency as a warning that, hey, it can be your job, but if you don't go take it, this freshman's going to take it from you. So, you get that at a lot of places. It's just, I think it's good for both sides. It is putting some pressure on both of those guys to see which one of them respond and grab the job.
Last question for me, Adam. I just want to get your perspective on it because it's kind of dual pronged for you because you also cover the team as your profession. And that is the game time windows for Vol football came out. And while you were gone, a lot of fans were up in arms that the Texas game was a noon game. And I don't know. I'm at a point where I actually looked at the rest of the schedule and I don't think it looks too bad. I think I'd rather be playing South Carolina in the afternoon on the road than in the evening. And we've got some other higher profile games, not as high as Texas, but certainly some high profile games that are going to be potentially afternoon or maybe even evening games here in Knoxville. I don't think that's all bad. I mean, what was your take on what you saw from the game time schedule and also fold into what that means for the job you do?
Yeah, I mean, if I remember right, the Tennessee-Texas game, that day, there's another marquee game.
There's two.
Okay.
There's Oklahoma at Georgia and A&M at Ole Miss, I think.
Yeah, so I think there's a couple things there. Number one, I think this is a reminder that Tennessee is seen this season as a pretty good but not great team. A team that could win 9 but may also just go 7-5. And so if you're looking at Tennessee as what people think will be maybe an 8-4 team and doesn't have a proven star at quarterback, you could see why that would be, a third in line. I don't like it for the fans because that's checkered kneeling, and you would want that to be late afternoon or certainly night if you could get it. Noon is a weird one. Noon is bad for fans. In terms of somebody to cover the team, I love it. I wish every game was 10 a.m. But I like to get in it, get playing, get covering it, and then also you can see the night games in after that. But Tennessee wants better slots, then go be a playoff team, and that will happen. I do think I do think the general public is going to be quite surprised of how much spice is on a game that's almost never been played, Tennessee, Texas, because I think Texas will be surprised how much people, Tennessee fans, put on that game. You know, you have Arch against Tennessee. I have one question. Where is Peyton Manning that day? Is he in the stadium? Is he not? What's he wearing? Where is he watching the game from? Is he on the field in pregame? That's what I wonder. Because if I was him, I would not be in Knoxville.
My guess is he's wearing orange.
Good call. Probably so. Adidas orange, maybe.
Yeah, I would probably stay away if I were Peyton. Just find something else to do. Go to wherever Denver's playing that weekend or Indianapolis. Say you got other things to attend to. It'll be interesting. Adam, appreciate the time as always. Welcome back to the States, and look forward to seeing you and Heupel go at it again here in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, good to be on. Good to be on, guys. You have a good one.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you, Adam.
Adam Sparks, KnoxNews.com, Knoxville News Sentinel, University of Tennessee football beat reporter. We got to run. Stay with us. Back to wrap up hour number 1 of the show right after this.
The Drive. The playbook with William Pattison from 1 to 3. Right here on the flagship station for Tennessee fans. Fan Run Radio.
Hi, this is Dr. Stephen Malone at Knoxville Smiles. Has it been a while since your last dental visit? If so, I'd like to invite you to come see us. At Knoxville Smiles, it's our vision to provide the best dental care in town in a relaxed, friendly environment. So if it's been a while and you've been putting it off, don't wait any longer. Come see us at Knoxville Smiles. You can schedule an appointment online at knoxvillesmiles.com or by phone at 865-539-1776.
Ever been the coach who realized the team's gear just wasn't up to par? Well, if I'm being honest, that was me. Just a downright irresponsible and plain bad coach. Then SM Athletics changed the game. I want you to picture this. I walk into their store, a coach with a vision. SM Athletics didn't just see a coach. They saw a team's potential, and they delivered custom uniforms so striking. Our team's spirit soared. From cutting-edge apparel to top-notch equipment, SM Athletics transformed our presence. No more unreliable online orders or envying the other team's style. SM Athletics stands for quality, design, and on-time delivery every time. Coaches, elevate your team with SM Athletics. Call 865-966-3434 or visit smathletics.com. Get the best for your team, delivered right and on time. So, elevate your team's game by contacting SM Athletics today.
Barley's has live music on weekends, general team trivia on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., and now live sports trivia courtesy of the Knoxville Trivia Guys every Thursday night upstairs. The game starts at 7 p.m. and is free to play for everyone, so head on down to the Old City and show off your sports knowledge and win gift cards to Barley's. Use those gift cards to buy some delicious food and drink.
4 at 4 coming up here in just a few. Take a look at the text box here. Jeremy Sanders, I seen one 10-second clip on Netflix. They interviewed Faison Brandon. I'm out. We better hope GMAC wins the job. There you go. 10 seconds on is Faison on Netflix?
Yeah, I don't know. I saw that post too, and I wasn't quite sure
For what?
What that means.
What show would that have been?
I don't know.
10 seconds and you're out on somebody? You haven't even seen him play.
Nobody's seen any of these guys play.
No.
That's what's so fun about it.
I've seen George. I've seen King George in high school.
Do you know, people like what I was getting at there with Adam is just hear so much more about Faison than you do about George this summer. Am I alone in that?
No,
not at all. So I thought it was weird that he was going to the Manning Passing Academy, but everybody in Knoxville thinks Faison's going to be the starter.
I mean, is that necessarily a bad thing? You could read into that as just like Faison's the new thing, right? He's the new 5-star in town, and George was highly touted in his own right, but by the time he got, I don't think he was going through spring practice last year. Even if he was, we still had Nico at that point.
Right.
And so the storyline was Nico's development and building off a playoff appearance. And then once Nico left, it was all about trying to get the next guy. And, you kick the tires on a number of guys, and it ends up being Joey. And then from that point on, all the storyline is just about Joey and how quickly we can get him ready. So there was never any inclination that George was going to play. So he never had, we weren't looking for a quarterback. So there was never any, storyline there. And with Faison, it's just different. I mean, he's been thrust into the mix from day one.
It's true. It's true. I think, if you recall, when after what we call the orange and white game that really wasn't a game, I made the comment of that's where I was like, man, Faison looks like a grown man out there. Ever since then, I've been in on him, and I've not seen many highlights of him or anything else. But then I also heard a couple, I want to believe, breadcrumbs from Josh. They're hard to discern with him because you just don't know what he's saying, but where it sounded like, man, he's speaking a little bit in Faison's favor. I just wonder if a lot of people have just kind of drawn some conclusions like I have, and we could be totally surprised in the middle of the summer.
Well, kind of what Sparks was getting at there was maybe some of that is internally coming from Tennessee as a motivational tactic to both of them.
Right.
Which is like, hey, first of all, Faison, it could be you. So let's take this seriously. We're pushing you here. And then towards George, hey, man, just because you were here for a year doesn't mean that you're automatically the guy. This kid's coming. So you need to, whatever you think you're working hard, you need to double that.
Yeah.
Interesting stuff. The season just over 70 days away, and the countdown is officially on. Coming up here, hour number 2 of the program. You got a World Cup update for us, Walkman?
Canada and Switzerland are heading into halftime tied, and Bosnia is up on Qatar 2-0 at halftime.
2-0. So Bosnia is one of the teams that we could play.
They are.
In the knockout.
They are. Yeah.
They're taking Qatar to the woodshed.
It's 2-1. And
2-1?
Yeah.
I thought you said
Qatar
2-0.
should have made it 2-2. Actually, they just missed a shot. So
sounds like a banger of a game, Bob.
What's going on? They're playing for third place.
Hate that we're missing it, Bob.
What?
Hate that we're missing it.
Yeah, no. I've been anxious the whole show, wondering what was going on in that game.
Bear, you're going to be out of town. You're taking 4-day weekend. It's vacation time.
Yes.
Will you make plans to be in front of a TV tomorrow night, 9 p.m., to watch the Americans take on Turkey?
Is it 9 p.m. Central or 9 p.m. Eastern?
It's 9. Why would I give the Central time?
Oh, because I'm going to be in Central time.
9 p.m. Eastern time, 8 p.m. Central.
No, I won't. That's when the show starts at 8 p.m. tomorrow night.
And aren't they? So we call it turkey, but the technical term is turkey A.
I don't know why they're doing that.
Yeah, I don't.
It's like with the Czech Republic, they're referring to it as Czechia.
Yeah,
nobody says that. It's the Czech Republic. Nobody says Turkey A. You go to Turkey.
Yeah, I mean it's
a FIFA thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm excited about it, man.
I'll watch tomorrow night.
You will?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'll definitely watch. I've told you that.
I don't know. I mean, you're starting to sound a lot like Baghdad Bear over here, Bob.
No, Team USA, I'm in, man. I'm definitely in.
I mean, I keep track of it on my phone, keep updated on the score, but no, I've been waiting a long time.
Freaking Bolshevik Bob over here doesn't want to watch in any
No, I didn't say
World
that.
Cup. I don't want to watch any communist kickball, you know?
Welcome, comrade.
No, again,
see who you've aligned yourself with.
Why wouldn't we like soccer if we were communists, Bob?
USMNT, I'm there, man. See what I just did? I'm there for it. I really am.
It sounds like you're all in. No. Coming up, hour number 2 of the program, Top 4 at 4, when we continue. It's Fan Run Radio. Stay with us.
The Drive.
Fan Run Radio, where Big Orange Country comes to talk sports. Start your morning off with your daily dose of talk sports with John Reed and Cody McClure from 8 to 11. Then it's Tony Basilio from 11 to 1. The Playbook with William Pattison from 1 to 3. And The Drive from 3 to 6. It's 10 hours of hard-hitting local sports radio every day, right here on the flagship station for Tennessee fans. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
It's official. It's summer. And how does East Tennessee do summer? With your Knoxville Smokies, of course. Only 5 homestands remaining. So if you haven't been to a game yet, what are you waiting for? Next week is a huge week with All You Can Eat Wednesday, Knox Vegas Thirsty Thursday, Friday fireworks, and then Saturday, we're celebrating our country's 250th birthday. America's favorite pastime and fireworks. Is there a better way to celebrate? And come meet Bluey on Sunday. Don't miss the fun. Get your tickets now at smokiesbaseball.com.
Rickard Ridge Barbecue, located in beautiful Cove Lake State Park. Rickard Ridge is home of the best ribs in the volunteer state. Smoked daily by pitmaster Mark Rickard. The barbecue at Rickard Ridge is mouth-watering, fall-off-the-bone delicious. Take the scenic drive up I-75 to exit 134 for directions and to look at the rest of the menu. Visit Rickard Ridge online at rickardridgebbq.com.
Are you thinking of buying a home but don't know where to start? Well, call VFL Josh Travis, your local mortgage expert with Foundation Mortgage, based right here in Knoxville. Whether it's your first home or your forever home, he'll keep the process simple every step of the way. To get started, visit mortgagebrokerjosh.com or call 423-312-9777 today. Foundation Mortgage Company, LLC is an equal opportunity housing company. NMLS number 1387311.
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work hard, play hard mentality. Here, the drive for success is contagious and hard work never goes unnoticed. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, Axle Logistics is the place to launch your career. Join us and take your ambition to the stars. To learn more, visit axlelogistics.com.
Hey, Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville. Fan Run Radio.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough, but if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
It's time for the Drive's Top 4 at 4.
Hour number 2 of the Drive underway. It's Fan Run Radio, and time for the Top 4 at 4, brought to you this afternoon by Knoxville Smiles, where Bear spent a portion of his morning today. They treat you right over there, Bear?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't think you've done him justice.
I haven't.
No.
I've been doing my job. I
yeah.
talked to No Cavity Club. I mean, what?
Oh, that was talked about.
Endorsement do you need?
That was talked about.
Oh, so you're talking to them about my teeth?
I mean, it came up. I mean, I was there for
we
almost
have
2
no
hours.
patient-doctor confidentiality over there, Dr. Malone. What are we
you're
doing?
somewhat of a legend over there. But yeah, I met with Lauren and Dr. Costa, and
yeah,
I mean, it's.
Mike Costa is the man.
Oh yeah,
he is the man.
Puts you completely. You may not know this about me, Russ, but I have a problem dealing with anxiety.
No,
I get very anxious when I go to any type of dentist or.
We're in free fall.
Bear was born in free fall. I mean, he's just been free falling for 50 plus years.
But yeah, I mean, there's Lauren, the whole staff is great.
Took care of you.
Oh yeah, man, and it's like. I knew you had talked about it, but I didn't realize until you go sit in there, you don't realize how high tech all this stuff has gotten. I mean, they've got like a 3D, it's like this rotating image of my skull and, your teeth and all that.
It's called an X-ray.
Yeah, but it's like, no way, they're not putting it up on the whiteboard.
Did they do the thing where like you got to bite down on like the piece of plastic and they take the pictures of your?
Well, yeah, it's to keep your jaw in so you can breathe.
Where it rotates around.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I hate that.
I don't know, bro. I mean, you remember back in the old days when me and you were kids, you had to bite on that hard thing that kind of cut the inside of your mouth.
Yeah.
That gagged you. But
one thing I do miss about going to the dentist, and I think it's this way everywhere now, but like they put you're like they're spraying the water or whatever in your mouth, and they put that little suction thing in there, and you kind of like suck down on it, clamp down on it, and it sucks all the water out of your mouth.
Yeah.
I missed the little bowl. I missed the little swirly bowl.
I do too.
Right next to you.
The suction thing in your mouth, it kind of.
Walker, did you ever have the swirly bowl at the dentist?
No, it's always.
You just like lean over and spit into that thing?
The nurse would tell you, rinse. Spit.
Did you ever? I had to get a bridge once, and I don't know if you ever done that, where they have to create the mold and stuff, and they fill your mouth with like that
putty.
Oh
yeah,
that freaks me out. Feels like I'm gonna.
They don't do that at Knox Smiles. I think they've got some kind of. I'm getting ready to do it. I'm getting ready to have Dr. Costa and the fine folks over there are going to take care of me, get my mouth healthy, but they've got some kind of scanner thing they put you.
Bear's going to come in here looking like Rex Ryan. You see Rex Ryan's teeth?
Yeah.
Just how comically white they are. They're just huge.
You know why I won't? Because Knox Smiles does not. It's not teeth off a shelf. They work with you, and you get exactly so that you don't look like Rex Ryan. It looks natural.
I mean, I don't think Rex Ryan looks bad. It's just it's kind of
$1 million
jarring.
smile.
Yeah.
So, anyhow. As crazy as it sounds, I'm probably the first time I've ever said this. I had fun at the dentist today.
Yeah,
they made some friends.
I do too. I go in there, get my teeth cleaned, and they have like the TV on the ceiling, and so I'm just like watching puppies, and because they have just like calming things up there,
Yeah,
I guess they'll put on whatever, but for some reason it's always like puppies and stuff when I'm in there.
Yeah.
So, anyway, Walker, what you got?
At number 1, former Vol Nate Ament was drafted 13th overall last night to the Milwaukee Bucks. Tennessee has now had a player picked in 6 straight NBA drafts dating back to 2021. Ament's rookie contract will be worth $26 million over 4 years.
I was kind of just joking around on the show yesterday about Nate's suit. I mean, Nate looked fine.
Yeah.
But that's all anybody's talking about in the chat right now. It's very controversial. There's some people say he looked ridiculous. Some people say he looked great.
I mean, at the end of the day, Bob, I feel like he's a 19-year-old kid that's 6'11".
Yeah.
I don't imagine it's really easy.
It's a good point.
For any of those kids.
And they're not buying off the rack.
No,
No. I just saw somebody post something on X saying that he's a dead ringer for Sonic the Hedgehog. I was like, come on.
That's what I'm talking about. Whoever that is on social media, why don't you come down here to Fan Run and say it to my face about my boy Nate?
No, why would they say it to your face? You're like Nate's representative.
At this point, yeah, I don't like him talking
Bears
about
taking
the
the slings and arrows for Nate.
Bears got a team, if you recall.
Yeah.
They'll make that
Me and
person's
DR ball
life
after you.
hell.
I don't know that that's an insult. Sonic the Hedgehog was cool.
Yeah, I don't think it was. I would say that. I felt like it was kind of like, hey, man, that's pretty badass. He looks.
That's what I'm saying.
There's just a lot of ugly things said online last night. I mean, Twitter's a cesspool.
Yeah.
A lot of mean things. Bullying is real, Russ. Like they were bullying our guy.
Hey, can't have it.
Can't have it.
Can't have it. No. At number 2, pitcher Ethan Bayoto is returning to Tennessee baseball for the 2027 season. Bayoto pitched in 15 games as a freshman, making a pair of midweek starts. The right-handed pitcher had a 6.17 ERA in 23 1/3 innings, and he was a top 100 prospect in the 2025 class.
That's good.
Is that how you say his name, Bayoto?
Yeah, I think so. That's a good keeper, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, right now, gotta put a team
Warm
together.
bodies.
Yeah,
guys
exactly.
who aren't hurt or drafted.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't realize he was that highly touted. He's got to do better. Like my recollections of him were him struggling. Like we got to that point in the season where the guys that we were depending on couldn't be depended on, and so Josh was just trying anybody. And I feel like Bayoto was one of those guys. And didn't he start a game? There was periods where when Landon Mack got hurt and we were trying random guys on the Sunday games, and they would come in and I'd be all excited, like, okay, maybe this is the guy. And they would get 2 outs. And I'm like, oh, this is going wonderfully. And then we would give up a massive 2-out rally. It'd be like 6-0. Elander's got to pull the kid. And you're just like, oh, man, now his psyche is ruined. So those guys, like I've heard Brady Frederick has not entered the portal or anything. So he could come back.
Yeah.
He was terrible.
I mean, again,
No offense.
somebody
Damn,
mentioned it yesterday and set us straight, and I agree. This is a little bit of foreign territory for us because we've never been this active in the month of June because we're still playing, right? And we got to give this a little bit of time. July's still ahead, and we've had a lot of players that we've gotten in. We've got ones that haven't.
Yeah, and I've
committed
seen
to stay.
Dudes going into the portal just the last 24 hours, like a great shortstop from Indiana, who I don't think we're going to get, but a great outfielder from Wake went in today, who's probably going to South Carolina to play with his brother, but it just goes to show, like, there's still guys going in.
Yeah.
And so I think the portal's open for another 10 days or so, but that's just, you could go in for another 10 days.
Right.
You could still
sign guys out
well after that.
Yeah.
So it's a process.
At number 3, former LSU and Notre Dame head coach Brian Kelly will take to the CBS Sports booth this college football season as a color analyst and will mostly call Mountain West games in 2026.
Perfect.
Yeah, I was just thinking we need more miserable pricks on TV.
That's what I was going to say. That's perfect. The Mountain West games don't typically have my attention anyway, and so Brian Kelly, you do you. That's good.
What's left of? I don't even know who's left. In the
I mean,
Mountain
who
West,
wants to
'cause
like?
they're all in Pac-12.
If Brian Kelly wanted to do an interview, like his agent called and said, Brian Kelly's got a book out. He's doing me. Like, you guys want? Do you want to talk to Brian Kelly? Like, is there anything interesting about him at all, other than the fact that the guy on the scaffolding, whatever happened there,
lift.
and he's not going to talk about that?
No. No, I've got. I still
Most college football coaches, I can think of at least one or two things I'd like to talk to them about. Like, I can't think of anything I would want to talk to Brian Kelly about.
The only thing that I'll tell you what my lasting memory of Brian Kelly is that recruiting video he did with the player where they were
spinning around.
They were
family.
They were on the spin.
Oh,
carousel.
circa Puff Daddy late 90s video looking
He was
thing.
like trying to dance with
like the Pulp Fiction.
Yeah. It's like, what a clown.
You're a dork.
Yeah, man.
None at all. I mean, Heupel would be interesting to see if we get him to answer a question, or
that's another one. I
or
love
just
it.
to ask him.
And I
if
like
he'll-
the guy, as Bob says.
Yeah.
But
I like the guy.
like, if Tennessee called up and said, "Hey, do you guys want Heupel on?" I don't know, man.
Do you remember the time like Tennessee had a bye week and they had Dooley? I think they had Dooley in the studio at CBS for SEC football.
Vaguely,
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I think they might have even done it with Butch once too.
What an idiot.
Butch talked
I
about.
don't think they ever did it with Pruitt.
No,
Jones is ass.
no. Butch
Somebody should be on camera.
broke out all the greatest hits. You know, eye discipline, throw game, gap integrity.
He
Butch
won.
Jones is ass.
I love that one. I mean, you know, Butch was what everybody thinks.
He's from Saugatuck.
He was super duper smart, but
yeah.
Oh, Butch, he was a bit of a try-hard, wasn't he? Walker, is that it?
We have
You
the
got
World
one more?
Cup update.
Oh, yeah. Well, this Bears' fault because he went
We
on
got
and on about his
excited.
dentist visit.
We got excited talking about the dentist.
Knox
It's okay.
Smiles, incredible place.
Great place. And at number 4, the final round of group play begins today in the World Cup, meaning that there will be 6 games a day as countries look to qualify
Let's go.
for the round of 32.
You ready, Bob? 6.
That sounds horrible.
It's so
Oh,
awesome.
God.
Right now, Bosnia is beating Qatar 2-1, and Switzerland is beating Canada 1-0 in the
Really?
second half. Yeah, they scored right after the break. Later tonight, Morocco plays Haiti, Scotland plays Brazil, Czechia plays Mexico, and South Africa takes on South Korea.
Let me tell you what I'll be watching tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Want to know?
The second round of the NBA draft.
Nope. Well, yeah, the second round of the NBA draft. Fair point, because
Boy, you're a sicko if you're watching that second round.
That's brutal, man.
we've got some skin in the game though.
That's true.
But also at 7:30, got the rematch of the Phoenix Mercury and the Indiana Fever in the W.
The W.
If that game broke out in my backyard, Bob, I'd close the curtains.
USA Network.
If
It's
it
right there.
broke out in my driveway, I'd call the cops. Get these women out of my driveway.
Turn
man.
the hose on them.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bad blood, man. I told you there was they almost threw hands.
Are these
the other night.
pictures of Caitlin Clark in the her yoga clothes? Are those real or is that AI?
Well, I don't know. Is
She's
it
like in a pink like top.
Is it like
sports
her,
bra?
Is
and-
it like her walking into the arena?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, they do cover the W's pushing this agenda where all it's a fashion thing where they all come in with.
Why?
I don't know.
Because it's women. Because
it's
anything
women.
the basketball
It's not just the women. They do this
Let's say
across
the
all
NBA
sports now.
Yeah. Well, that's why they're doing it.
Yeah.
It's equity, man.
it's getting kind of ridiculous. There was actually a cameraman in the parking lot when I pulled up here. I'm
You're getting
fumbling
out
with all
here.
my stuff.
Your
and
teal-
here, yeah.
Didn't you see last year?
My golf shirt.
This is why I didn't like the New York Knicks last year too. Was at a Knicks game, Stephen A. Smith comes in and does his walk in with his suit, and he's doing the strut like he's a player.
I mean, what's he strutting about? Somebody needs to pop him.
He was like a
You
silent.
know what? He needs to get popped right.
He
in the-
needs to
right
get
in the chops.
What? Stephen A. Smith needs to be physically assaulted?
I mean, you put it that way, it sounds terrible.
You just said he needs to be popped in the chops.
I mean, like LeBron should have when he was talking all that smack at him. LeBron could have gotten away with it and gotten one in for all the rest of us that are sick of this peacock.
You wanna hear a minority take from me?
Sure, this will be great.
Oh God,
I love Stephen A.
Screaming A. Smith.
I think he's fantastic. I find him hilarious.
That may be your most ridiculous take.
He used to have a show on ESPN radio from like 1 to 3. I used to listen to it on Sirius. It's fantastic. He's great. I hear that guy talk about practically anything. I find it entertaining. It's very good.
However, that's I think he's talented. I do. I can only take him in moderation. That's all.
His problem is he thinks he's, like Bob said, he thinks he's a player in the game. You're not.
Well, didn't he play at North Carolina or something?
North Carolina A&T.
Oh,
a little bit.
No, it's He played college ball.
That got called out. Jalen Rose, I think, called him out. He checked out his stats. He averaged like 1.5 points a game or something.
Jalen Rose checked out his stats.
Because he was criticizing some other players, and Jalen, I think, had enough.
He was on the team.
Yeah.
Was it Kwame Brown? He's had a long-term feud with.
That's like the legendary clip of him going off on him.
Is Kwame Brown still around? Like I thought he just
wow. I mean, he's still cranking out content on YouTube.
I mean, that is one of that and Ola Wakandi are like the two biggest first overall pick busts of all time.
Anthony Bennett too.
Anthony Bennett was bad.
Yeah, but there's right up there though for sure.
It's controversial. I kind of like Kwame. He's funny.
Can't play the game of basketball. Can't
funny.
play it.
Have you not heard him talk smack at?
No, I've not thought of Kwame Brown in 25 years.
I'll send you some videos.
Really?
Yeah.
There's just a legendary clip of Stephen A. eviscerating Kwame Brown when he got traded from the Lakers. He just tears him apart, saying that LA should celebrate because they traded Kwame Brown away. It's
Kwame's
hilarious. It's a hilarious clip.
Speaking of the Lakers, I don't want to hijack the show, but
go ahead. We all do it.
Did you see Austin Reeves?
Yeah, I did.
Got a new deal.
It's not a big deal, huh? I mean, didn't you call that yesterday?
Well,
I guess that was well known that he was getting set to re-up.
He was going to become an unrestricted free agent. He was going to go somewhere until the Lakers decided to keep him. But my point is, between that and Cam Carr going to Los Angeles last night, Dalton Connect's got to get out of town, man. He needs to get traded because he is buried on that roster now.
What's he going to do? Why don't they set him free? If you don't have any use for a player, you're clearly not. Yeah. He doesn't factor into your plans. Like, cut him.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I was on the RTI thread, and I think it was your friend Rick Butler who said that he read somewhere where the Lakers are shopping him around.
What would be a good spot for him?
Anywhere. Honestly, I mean,
just anywhere he can play a little.
Anywhere he could get some playing time because I don't think they can get much for him right now. They've kind of made him.
They've sunk his value.
Yeah, they've rendered him invaluable.
Well, I mean, not to mention they completely screwed with his head when they went to trade him initially.
Yeah,
after they pumped him up and all that, and he was doing pretty good for
every time he gets in, he makes buckets.
But now they've got they got Luka. They got Austin Reeves back. They now have Cam Carr. They have Luke Kennard. These are all guys that are in front of him now. I mean
they're stacking the white boys, aren't they?
Yeah.
Where does Austin Reeves rank among greatest Caucasians in the game right now?
Top 5.
Yeah.
Are we counting Europeans?
Sure.
Oh, then probably not.
Why wouldn't we count the Europeans?
He again could arguably be. He might end up being the most successful undrafted free agent.
That's one
ever. I mean, it's crazy. He's really, really good.
Jokic still king of the crackers.
Yeah, he's the best one. Wow. Luka, obviously, really.
He's in
really
still
good.
there. I guess I keep hearing that, and I don't watch much. I haven't seen him play much, but Luka, like last I heard, he was fat, and then he wasn't, and then he's washed, and then he and LeBron aren't getting along.
It was a weird year for Luka, but when he played, he was awesome.
I thought you were asking like all-time Laker white boys.
Jerry West.
I mean, there's him, Rambis,
Gail Goodrich.
Kurt
Rambis you're putting him in that list.
It's part of Showtime, buddy.
He was.
There's a poll.
Those goggles weren't going to wear themselves.
Bob McAdoo was a Laker for a while.
There you go.
He was on that championship team around 1980.
The great, was it the Buffalo Bullet? What was the
Braves?
Team? The Buffalo Braves.
Him and Ernie DiGregorio. McAdoo.
Who could forget Ernie D?
McAdoo was a player, man.
And both those all-time great sports names, McAdoo and say it again.
But you just don't have any Bobs or Ernies anymore. Yeah. I mean, those are just solid names.
It's true. Bob's a solid name. Gotta say.
When was the last time you ran into an Ernie?
Sesame Street.
Yeah, I was going to say. I don't think I knew any Ernies growing up. Ernie Grunfeld.
That's about it, right?
Yeah.
Bert and Ernie and Ernie Grunfeld.
Were you Bob all your life?
I was, when I was a kid.
Were you Bobby?
I was Bobby.
He doesn't like to be called Bobby.
No, I still get called that by a few people when I play basketball. So I don't appreciate it.
I call you that all the time.
I know. It's not.
You just found out that doesn't.
Not going to stop.
It pisses him off. Does it?
And then I was.
If you call him Bobby, like, I don't think he likes it. But if you're like Bobby B, or Bobby Hoops,
we're not
like
saying
something like that,
Bobby.
I think he likes that.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. But I was Bobby.
Okay,
then
Bobby.
when I went to the Catholic grade school, I was Robert. And then I went to, I think I did Rob for a minute. That was my choice.
I don't think
that didn't go that well.
No, you're a Bob.
You look like a Rob. You look like a Bob.
Yeah.
You're one of a dying breed.
Yeah.
I don't see any Bobs anymore. There are no young Bobs.
Yeah. It's very true.
When was the last 25-year-old Bob you ran into? They don't exist.
Not a lot. You see a lot of Russells anymore, though?
We're out there. I mean, Westbrook, Crow. Is there like a D'Angelo or something? Russell something? Did he play for the Lakers? Am I imagining that?
Russell Westbrook.
Oh,
that's true. Russell Westbrook. Russell's
got Ernie Johnson. Ernie Els.
Yep.
Ernie Irvin.
Yep.
Walker, Texas
R.I.P.
Ranger over here.
Ernie
Walker's the
Irvin's
last
dead?
name.
Ernie Irvin's dead, right?
I don't
Died in a crash.
I wouldn't know.
Helicopter crash, maybe?
No, that was Davey Allison.
Ernie Irvin, he's passed away. He lost an eye.
Well, yeah, wow. I don't know if he lost it or if they had to cover it because it was orbiting independently.
You remember that? Ernie Irvin used to rock an eye patch like a pirate. So cool.
I just didn't follow that.
He had a concrete wall at Michigan.
Don't do it, man.
Wow. What a rabbit hole we've entered.
We usually do, Bob.
Take a quick time out, try and get control of this thing. No, Ernie Irvin's alive.
Everything I hear says he's
67 years old. I'm sorry, I killed Ernie Irvin. My bad.
He's a lot younger than I thought he'd be.
Big Ern McCracken.
Big Ern at Batter.
Quick time out. It is The Drive, Fan Run Radio, 865-966-3435. Your phone calls coming up.
The Drive.
East Tennessee's Sports Authority. This is Fan Run Radio. Knoxville.
White Claw is taking hard seltzer to new heights with White Claw Surge. At 8% alcohol, White Claw Surge is a stronger wave of refreshment that doesn't compromise on taste. Available in 4 bold waves of flavor like ripe blackberry, citrusy blood orange, zesty natural lime, and tart cranberry. Check out your favorite retailer in-store and online for the White Claw Surge Variety 12-pack and 16-ounce single-serve cans. White Claw Surge. Please drink responsibly.
In a world filled with deadlines and screens, sometimes we forget the simple joys of life. Days filled with special moments. At Inward Half, we understand the essence of these moments. Feel the difference between our breathable fabrics and flexible apparel as you disconnect from the hustle and bustle and reconnect with what truly matters. Inward Half. Simple luxury for on and off the course.
Are you ready for the start of a new season? Maybe looking for your team to go on a tournament run? Get game day ready with Crumble. Head on over to your nearest location and pick up 12 pre-selected cookies plus exclusive toppers. When you're looking for dessert options, there's no question about who you should call on. Our listeners already know. Last year, the Dubai chocolate was a home run, along with the brownie batter. Oreo crumb was another crowd favorite. What new flavor will set the standard this season? If you're in the Knoxville area, there are 3 locations ready to serve you. Clinton Highway, Parkside Drive, and Maryville. Download the Crumble app to build your best lineup and vote on the best combos. You can even put your bid in to request a new flavor. Order in the app and slide on over to your nearest location. Tell them Fan Run sent you, and as always, it's for the fans, by the fans. Don't miss the cookies.
Fall fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for, including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created.
Online, fanrunradio.com, on the free Fan Run app. Shout out to the boys watching on the Fan Run Sports YouTube channel. Do us a favor, if you're watching over there right now, look down, hit that thumbs up button, give a like, and subscribe if you haven't already to Fan Run Radio. It's The Drive since 2010, every afternoon from 3 to 6. And good to hear, Bear, that your Knoxville Smiles experience went well. People want to do like I do, like Bear did, KnoxvilleSmiles.com. Tell them Fan Run Radio sent you. So my record is intact over there. It's well known.
Yes.
45 years running.
Did they try and pull a funny on you? Trying to tell you had a cavity?
I don't think so. No.
That was talked about.
That would be funny.
Yeah.
I would be so mad.
I know. I think they realize that over there. They just want to mess.
Not mad, just disappointed.
In yourself, yeah.
Yeah, in myself. Exactly.
Yeah.
Man,
you
where
pride
did I go
yourself
wrong?
on it.
No.
Anyhow, shout out to my huge fan of The Drives, Dave Draper. Our guy Dave. I think he's pretty active in the YouTube channel. So Lauren's hubby.
Is he related to Don Draper?
No. He's related to Lauren at Knox Smile, so.
AKA Dick Whitman. Spoiler alert. 865-966-3435. Your phone number to get on the show. Let's see here. Joshy Boy is next. Good afternoon, Joshy Boy.
Hey, what's up, guys? How are you doing today?
Doing well. How are you, sir?
Good. Bob, top dream scenario, this probably won't happen, but what if the Lakers pulled off a trade for LeBron James, sending him, like, I don't know, a team like Cleveland or wherever, let's say Cleveland, and Jared Vanderbilt is in the deal and maybe one other player, would you say there's a good chance then that Connect could get some playing time on the Lakers if he stays?
No. I think he's cooked there, Joshy. I really do.
They've moved on.
Yeah, I think they've moved on, and they're trying to figure.
As a Lakers fan, I hate it for him, and I want him to move on, get a fresh new start. I think a team that doesn't have a lot of superstars would be a great fit for Dalton.
I just wish he was in a scenario similar to what we were seeing where Nate Ament's landed at Milwaukee, where, it's a bunch of young guys. And I mean, there's only so many minutes to go around, but you get a fair shot to go and make your way as a player. Dalton never really got that with the Lakers. And it not for nothing, I feel like it was exacerbated with the fact that LeBron was making sure somehow he would shoehorn Bronny into the mix as well.
Bingo.
Got caught up in that drama.
Yeah.
That unnecessary whatever.
LeBron's the one who wanted them to draft Dalton.
Yeah, exactly. Well, his personnel wishes have never really panned out that well.
Right.
I just,
when LeBron decides to play GM.
Yeah, I'm just kind of, I got to be honest, I'm just kind of over LeBron. Great player, really great player, obviously, and does a lot of nice things off the court and everything. He's been very, very generous to communities and other stuff, but I'm kind of over it at this point, to be really honest.
Guys, other than AJ DeBonta, I think Caleb Wilson has the highest ceiling in the draft last night. What do you think?
Well, he's a spectacular player, man. Where did he go?
Chicago.
4th or 5th?
He went to Chicago.
Yeah, number 4.
Chicago. Yeah, 4.
And who did they hire to coach them?
Tiago Splitter.
That's right.
Yeah, Tiago.
I'll tell you who I think made out well. Now, some say he may not convey to be a really good pro, but man, you're going to be hard pressed. A franchise like Memphis needed someone like Cameron Boozer. Just the makeup of that kid too. I mean, I think
should they move on from Ja Morant? That seems like a circus.
I think they should,
and I think it's inevitable. Again, I think they're going to try to just get the best value for him that they can. He's
is that a trade that could happen before the season?
Yeah,
they need to start over.
Guys, yeah, I agree with that, Russ. So do you think we could hear maybe like a week before the season kicks off when Heupel names the starting quarterback? Do you think it'll be that late before the season starts?
Yeah, it's interesting. That's what they did the first year with Milton. They named him the starter, game week. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, if it's obvious after the first scrimmage, do you just go ahead and do it? Name your guy so that you can coach him up and define roles and all that? Or do you string it out? And then, the flip side of that is what happens if it's too close to call. I think if it's too close, I think at that point you just got to play both, Bob, and let the cream rise to the top. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I agree.
Guys,
I don't love it. I don't love the whole 2 quarterback approach, but I think we could see it.
Guys, out the door, I'm just waiting for Dr. Danny to name a midget-only section in Neyland Stadium.
It's just dumb.
Why would he do that?
So we can't have nice things. People get on here and say silly stuff like
that. I don't. Why would he name a midget-only section?
I think he was that was a little bit of a troll on another caller.
Is he really going after a member of my team?
Somebody on Bears' team.
Do you guys want to see the White brothers schedule another battle at Bristol now that Danny White's brother is at Virginia Tech?
No, because I thought that was above all else was a Butch Jones.
Butch Jones
stupid.
is ass.
Did you guys, because I wasn't around at that time, did you guys ever have anybody on the show who went to the battle at Bristol and came back and said, man, what an experience?
No, man, there are people that.
I thought most people enjoyed it. Like,
really?
I thought most people said, some people said it was a bad view. Like, that was the most complaint, but I think most people knew going in that it was going to be hard getting in and out, but it was an experience, man. It's a different place to tailgate. Like, that seemed like a cool thing. Again, I wasn't there. People are feel free to contradict me here, 865-966-3435. But I thought it was cool, man. I don't think it should be a one-off. I think if Danny White wants to do something with his brother, just do a home and home.
That's what I'd like to see.
It'd be cool to go play in Blacksburg.
Oh yeah, I'd be all about that.
Inner Sandman thing, and those people get rowdy.
Yeah, they do.
That'd be a tough game.
Yeah,
especially if James Franklin gets that thing turned around.
You don't think we could work up a good hate for Franklin and Virginia Tech?
Oh yeah.
I'm telling you, I don't think it's a shocker. I think he's going to have Virginia Tech pretty healthy pretty quickly.
Yeah. I don't think they'll win the big one just because that seems to be until he does it, that's his MO.
Sure.
But yeah, it wouldn't surprise me at all. 8, 9, 10-win season. Totally see that with that guy. He's an upper level coach. for whatever reason, he chokes in the big games.
Old Jimmy Frank.
Were you one of the folks who remember there was a moment where his name kind of came up in conversation for the Tennessee job? Would you have abided on that?
No? I would have.
I would have.
Yeah.
I think he's a
at
good
that
coach.
time, that would have been a home run hire.
Was that
Bear's going to put his hand on the Bible and do the holier than thou thing, pretend like we ain't had sexual assault scandals here.
They did everything they could, and they were successful. They didn't want him testifying. They didn't want him under oath, which I don't think you'd want any of these guys, major college football coach, under oath in a courtroom.
Do you think James Franklin would have been more successful here than Heupel has been?
Good question. I think
would have recruited better, probably.
Oh yeah. I think that's a toss-up. Boy, that's a tough one.
I don't think we'd be sweating losing David Gabriel George as if he was here.
I don't think we're going to lose David Gabriel George. He's coming here. But I think Heupel's dull personality actually helps him in that people are afraid, not afraid, but and not even dull. Like he's affable, I guess.
Yeah.
And so I think that wins him. James Franklin is not affable. James Franklin is rough around the edges.
Can be mercurial.
He can.
Heupel's not dynamic. That's the way I look at it.
But I think we would be harder on James Franklin coming off an 8-4 than we have been on Heupel.
Heupel won't engage.
But that's smart on his part, man.
Yes.
Because he manages so far to just kind of swim with the current and nobody's paying it. Like that kind of drummed up controversy this week was that Josh Pate listed him like number 9 or 10 on his list of top coaches.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to get Tennessee fans' attention.
Well, I don't think so. Like if you look who on that list would you have him ahead of? But that's the point.
Barkley.
Nobody cares about Heupel. He's just so nondescript and non-noticeable. And I'm not picking on him, man. Like it works to his advantage. Whereas a guy like James Franklin, who's going to have an opinion on everything, who's going to mix it up with the media when he feels bullied a little bit.
He'd answer Adam's questions.
And also, what about X's and O's though? See, I actually think Heupel's I think strategically, Heupel's quite good.
Offensively, he's good.
Yeah.
Yes. That's been his best attribute. He scores points.
Yeah.
He's a winner. I mean, he has been at every level up, throughout his playing and coaching career up until he's ahead.
I think we'd be having the same conversations that Penn State had about Franklin. I think he would win here. I think he'd have a couple 10-win seasons, probably a playoff appearance. But we'd be wondering, man, what's the next step?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe you could make the argument that we should be having that conversation about Heupel. And maybe some people are. But I don't feel like it's sucking all the air out of the room.
No, I think that's interesting. If Heupel was getting these kind of results at Penn State, would that be good enough there? I don't know if it would be.
I don't know about that. I don't think that they would have been, because of the way his personality is. I don't think he gets fired when Franklin gets fired last year, because he doesn't piss people off like James Franklin.
When Franklin snapped on those people coming through that tunnel.
Yeah.
That was a bad look.
They're all booing him. Heupel's never faced that, man. He has never faced a fan base just enraged at him.
No. I mean, he's been, pretty much from the time he stepped foot on campus there in Norman, he's won.
Now, Franklin was at Penn State for 10, 11 seasons. First year, 2014, he had 2 7-6s, and then he went 11-3 in his third year. So he had some good seasons. That narrative didn't start to pick up until late. I mean, he was 13-3 in 2024, went to the college football playoff and won 2 games. And then he goes 3-3 the next year and he's fired. That's how quick things change now. Now, Josh Heupel's he's going into year 6. So if Heupel gets to year 10 and we're just kind of, I won't say spinning our wheels, but we haven't broken through past that 10 win barrier. He hasn't won any conference championships or anything like that. Same conversation will happen around him.
Yeah.
Oh, Josh Heupel can't win the big one. Can't get over the hump. Good, but not good enough. Good, but not great.
I think as I reconcile all that, like I said, when Franklin's name came up as a possible successor to, was it Butch or Pruitt? Pruitt.
Cornbread.
I would have been 100% behind that. But that said, I'm also not bummed out that we ended up with Heupel instead of Franklin.
It's turned out to be pretty good.
Yeah.
It's turned out to be fine, man. I was underwhelmed, not enraged, but underwhelmed. Just kind of, man, this is the best we can do when we hired Josh Heupel, and it's so much exceeded my expectations.
Just got to get over that Georgia hump.
Well, we don't have to worry about it anymore unless we play them in Atlanta, in which case we've had a great season.
That's true.
That will always be that's a huge what if moment. What if Jermod doesn't blow his knee out in January? Do we win that damn Georgia game?
What if Head Case puts one through the uprights last year?
Is that what we're calling the poor kid now, Head Case?
That's what a caller to voluntary reaction called him.
You hear what's sad? I can't even remember the kid's name.
Gordon Alex.
The kicker?
Yeah.
Max Gilbert.
Max Gilbert.
Gordon Alex.
I knew there was Max in it.
I do remember Bloodbath McGrath. You know why, Bob?
Why?
He made the kick against Alabama.
There you go.
Punch that thing through.
They actually all run together to me. I was thinking that was Samaglia just now.
Samaglia, didn't he kick for Butch?
Did he?
Who the hell knows?
Butch Jones is ass.
865-966-3435. Your number, 966-3435. Speaking of uncomfortable media interactions, did you guys see our boy Tony Vitello and his boss, Buster Posey, out there in San Fran yesterday? If not, we'll go through tell you what happened out there. It is The Drive on Fan Run Radio. Quick timeout. Back with more right after this.
The Drive.
Start your morning off with your daily dose of talk sports with John Reed and Cody McClure from 8 to 11, right here on the flagship station for Tennessee fans, Fan Run Radio.
Your smile says it all, so make sure it's saying the right thing. At Knoxville Smiles, we believe healthy teeth mean happy lives. Invisalign is a clear aligner orthodontic treatment that gradually straightens teeth without the use of traditional metal braces. And now, at Knoxville Smiles, we're offering Invisalign special pricing for new patients. Call for details at 865-539-1776 or just visit us at knoxvillesmiles.com. Don't wait another day to love your smile. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
Is your yard starting to look more wild than welcoming? Yeah, don't let your landscape be that house on the block. At ECR Total Landscapes, we make sure your outdoor space is something you're proud of. From de-weeding flower beds to leaf blowing, trimming, mulching, and more, completely customizable to your property's specific needs. We'll handle it all. Why spend your weekends sweating it out in the yard when you can just sit back and enjoy it? That's the ECR difference. And right now, new customers can get 10% off your first month of our monthly maintenance package when you sign up for a full calendar year. That's right. Consistent, reliable service at a price that makes it easy to get started. No sweat, no hassle, just a better looking lawn week after week. Call ECR Total Landscapes today and mention promo code FANRUN to save 10% on your first month. Call 865-384-2012 or visit us online at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
We really need to get some branded stuff. Shirts, hats, promo items, something professional.
I mean, we could just find a website and order a bunch of it ourselves.
You could, but you're taking a big risk. You don't know the quality, the fit, the timeline. It's a roll of the dice.
Yeah, I guess, but isn't that how everyone does it now?
Not the ones who actually care about how their brand looks. Look, if we're putting our name on it, it needs to be done right. We need SM Athletics.
SM Athletics?
Yeah, they specialize in working with businesses like ours. Apparel, hats, promo gear, but real, customized stuff. They actually care if it turns out right.
Probably a lot better than getting stuck with 100 t-shirts with crooked logos.
Exactly. Plus, they'll walk you through everything: sizing, colors, material, so it matches the image we're trying to build.
Makes sense. What's the name again?
SM Athletics. Trust me, if you want to look like a real company, not a flea market stand, this is the move. If you're serious about your brand, work with people who are serious about getting it right. SM Athletics.
Press in San Francisco. Did you guys see what Rafael Devers said yesterday about the whole not coming out of the game thing?
No.
He said, I did see that they both were kind of pushing it to the side like it was a non-issue.
But it's certainly buried under the whole Pride Night thing at this point. But you guys tell me if I'm being a gullible rube here, because I actually listened to Devers and I was like, oh, okay, well, that actually makes sense. He was saying that he had told Vitello, the coaches, that he had like a slight hamstring thing happening.
Mm-hmm.
And he thought that the runner was coming in because of that. And he's is he Dominican?
Think so.
He had a translator with him at his
Venezuelan. I don't know, but yeah,
he had a translator with him. Yeah,
so
so he was saying that it was just a big misunderstanding and that like he wasn't trying to show Tony up or anything, but he thought that they thought he couldn't run, and he was saying, no, I can run. I'm good. And who knows what Tony was thinking, but I actually listened to that and I was like, Devers still kind of a knucklehead, but I'm buying that.
Yeah, I mean, if that's the case.
Walker's looking skeptical.
Rafael Devers hasn't stolen a base since like the beginning of 2025.
No, I the only thing I was going to say is if the crime is he just wanted to be in the game with a chance to try to score the tying run in a 2-1 game, that'd be one thing. But to Walker's point, he's not exactly a menace on the base paths either.
He's also flaky enough to like maybe he didn't fully understand Tony's intentions. Like, hey, dude, like it's not about you. Like this guy's faster than you when you're fine. Like,
right.
So I don't know, but like I said, that's kind of been swept under the rug, put on the back burner with all the backlash to the player. You don't want to wear the ribbon? Who doesn't want to wear the ribbon? It's devolved into the Seinfeld AIDS walk episode. And, the Christian players don't want to wear the pride hat. And so they're writing the Bible verses on there. And so now the federal government's involved and it becomes a political thing and you can't punish people for expressing their, and so it's this whole thing. And Buster Posey, the Giants GM, has a press gathering in the dugout before the Giants game. It's their first game home since all this has happened. And apparently what happened, Bob, is they put out like a statement through the media manager and said, hey, listen, he's not going to be, we put out a statement as a club. The statement speaks for itself.
Mm-hmm.
Buster Posey's a baseball guy. He's GM. He's going to answer your baseball questions. If you've got questions about the Pride Night controversy, we refer you to our statement. That is our club's position. Buster's not going to be talking about it. Well, of course, as soon as they turn the microphones on, that's all the San Francisco media wants to ask him about. And so he starts doing the like beast mode thing. I'm only here so I don't get fined. It's like just repeating every time he gets asked the question, I'll talk about baseball questions. I'm here to just talk about baseball. And it starts getting uncomfortable, right? Because the press is getting hostile. And Buster at one point like looks off to the side, I'm imagining, to their press office manager person there. And so,
get me out of here.
Well, he's like, look, guys, like he's not going to answer your questions, so move on or we're moving on. And that got all kinds of reaction from people.
They're all at my arms out there.
Yeah. And I like, look, we live in a different place, right?
Yeah.
East Tennessee and San Francisco
Can't
are
get
about
much
as
different.
polar opposite as you can get when it comes to these issues. My position is it's not doing anybody on either side of the issue any good. Everybody's upset now. The Pride people are upset. The Christians are upset. Government's upset. Clearly, the baseball people are upset. They don't want to be talking about this.
Mm-mm.
So maybe we don't make them wear the rainbow hats. I don't. Well, that was the other thing is apparently they said there was a misunderstanding. Like the Giants were supposed to tell their players that they didn't have to, they could just wear the regular hat if they had a problem with it.
Nobody would have worn the rainbow hat then, and there would have been no harm, no foul, right? I mean, there might have been some guys that wore them.
Bob, it was probably you've lived in California before. Obviously, it's a much more liberal area.
Sure.
It's you're getting into something with the community at that point, and they're facing backlash from all the lefties out there saying you're turning your back on your hometown.
I don't think it's the lefties so much as the alphabet people.
I just think that it's I mean that that entire state's such a melting pot in every way that it's almost unavoidable to not step in it at some point.
You're going to piss somebody off.
It's just going to happen, man.
Yeah.
I'm afraid that because there's such a confluence of so many different points of view, whether it's in this case sexual orientation, whether it's religion, whether it's politics, ethnicity, all those things. It's just so amplified and magnified there that it's what happens. I mean, and it is at its core, it's a liberal state. So everybody believes that their say absolutely matters. And if it feels like it's getting ignored, then
like a raise hell.
Yeah. And so the media is conditioned that way out there too, by the way. I mean, that's how they
They
operate.
were very hostile.
They were.
And like, I see a lot of, left-leaning sports media types online say, well, good for them for sticking up. And I'm like, okay, I guess so. But
yeah,
like he's not going to talk. At a certain point, you're just pillaring him just so you can say, I'm the guy who asked the hard question. Look at me, big J journalist. And like, I think those people look silly personally. And I hate it here locally when local media is told that they can't ask about something by UT, which happens, I won't say all the time, but it happens.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that either. We live in America. You're free press. You should be able to ask what you want. But you also have to display common sense. Just because you're in the media doesn't mean you get to treat anybody any sort of way. The person's not going to answer your questions. Like, I think you can follow up. You could try and corner them. And at a certain point, if they're not going to talk, you got to move on.
Either at least be entertaining like Josh and Adam are. I mean, I've enjoyed watching this battle they've been waging of Adam trying to pin him down and Heupel.
Well, that backfired yesterday with the Posey thing. I mean, that, again, wasn't
Terribly.
good for anything. Vitello, did you guys see his
No.
I did
comment?
not. No.
Like, he was actually, like, he engaged a little bit and was just like, hey, I think is when you're talking about part of a community, you just got to be inclusive. And that's what's important is being welcoming, like throwing a bunch of buzzwords out there, just trying to make it go away, which again, that he doesn't want to be talking about that.
No, but he's always, going back to his days here, he's always had kind of a natural ability
to
connect with people and to, he's very charismatic.
All that to say, there also, if you go and look at KNBR, San Francisco, the sports talk station out there, like they are pillaring Tony Vitello. There was a long rant. I think I sent it to you guys. Sports talk guy out there just calling it the season from hell.
Yeah, I can't stand to listen to it.
And went through like from day one to now. We're not even at the All-Star break. It's not even halfway over.
Yeah.
And he's just going on like a 10-minute rant about all the awful things that have happened. And not all of it is Tony's fault, but some of it was. And I wonder at this point if Tony's going to get even a second year, because again, this is major media market pressure that they're under. And it feels like, they're going after Vitello a little bit, but it feels like they're really going after Posey now and painting him in as a guy who, kind of like Craig Breslow in Boston, not up to the task, just out of his depth. And Vitello was Buster Posey's hire.
Mm-hmm.
So if Buster's gone, I
Tony
would
ain't
imagine.
long.
Yeah, I would imagine they just clean house. So if
This
Tony
ends with him in
Vitello loses
Fayetteville.
his job in October or November, it's going to be really interesting because everybody in the SEC already has a coach. I don't think anybody's going to fire their coach in the fall so they can hire Tony. But I think it becomes a situation where he's the white whale
he'll
through
be
all
over.
of next
Yeah.
season for everybody. And every time it will happen here. Yeah,
Including us.
I'm just going to go and tell you, like we lose 2 or 3 to Vanderbilt or something like that. We lose a series, lose a game. You're going to be like, well, Josh isn't up to this, man. Let's just go ahead and cut our losses and bring Tony back. But they're going to be talking about that at Arkansas and Missouri and Texas A&M.
Take a look at their boards. They already think he's going to be the next head coach at Arkansas.
Mostly Arkansas. So very interesting situation transpiring with our former head coach in San Francisco. Quick timeout. Hour number 3 of the drive coming up.
The Drive.
Fan Run Radio, where Big Orange Country comes to talk sports. Start your morning off with your daily dose of talk sports with John Reed and Cody McClure from 8 to 11. Then it's Tony Basilio from 11 to 1. The Playbook with William Pattison from 1 to 3. And The Drive from 3 to 6. It's 10 hours of hard-hitting local sports radio every day, right here on the flagship station for Tennessee fans. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
It's official. It's summer. And how does East Tennessee do summer? With your Knoxville Smokies, of course. Only 5 homestands remaining. So if you haven't been to a game yet, what are you waiting for? Next week is a huge week with All You Can Eat Wednesday, Knox Vegas Thirsty Thursday, Friday fireworks, and then Saturday, we're celebrating our country's 250th birthday. America's favorite pastime and fireworks. Is there a better way to celebrate? And come meet Bluey on Sunday. Don't miss the fun. Get your tickets now at SmokiesBaseball.com.
Citizens National Bank.
Life is more fun with a Good Life account, offering extra benefits, including bank travel. Experience the trip of a lifetime to Ireland. Explore rolling green hills, historic castles, and charming villages across the Emerald Isle. Get in on the fun. Call 865-429-7935 today.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
Are you thinking of buying a home but don't know where to start? Well, call VFL Josh Travis, your local mortgage expert with Foundation Mortgage, based right here in Knoxville. Whether it's your first home or your forever home, he'll keep the process simple every step of the way. To get started, visit mortgagebrokerjosh.com or call 423-312-9777 today. Foundation Mortgage Company, LLC is an equal opportunity housing company. NMLS number 1387311.
Running a business, coaching a team, planning your next big event, you need more than just gear. You need SM Athletics and Logo Solutions. Custom uniforms, branded apparel, promotional products, done right, done fast, and built to show off your brand with pride. From local businesses to high schools to major universities, SM Athletics is trusted by winners. Get real service, get real quality, get noticed. SM Athletics and Logo Solutions, where your brand comes to life.
Visit smathletics.com and let's build something great together. Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
You served behind the desk.
You served in combat.
You did 4 years and got out.
You were drafted.
You gave 20 years.
You gave exactly what your country needed.
And so did you.
When you raised your hand and swore an oath to your country, When you put your name on a dotted line, you became part of only 1% of Americans who did the same. You are a veteran.
You are a veteran.
You are a veteran. Because no matter when, where, or how you served, you made a sacrifice for your country, and you deserve support.
If you're struggling with life after service, don't wait. Reach out.
Reach out to a loved one, to a fellow veteran, to VA.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
It's time for The Drive's Top 5 at 5.
Quitting time on your Wednesday, 5 o'clock here on Fan Run Radio, and time for the Top 5 at 5, brought to you this afternoon by ECR Total Landscapes. Walker Smith, what you got?
Thank you, Russ. At number 1, Parker Detmers has committed to Tennessee baseball as a transfer pitcher from Louisville. Detmers went 3-2 with a 5.71 ERA in 2 seasons with the Cardinals, but missed the 2026 season after having Tommy John surgery during his sophomore season in 2025.
Big old righty.
I do like that. Big old kid.
You like big pitchers?
Yeah. I mean, it's the ones we've had in the past that were like physically imposing. I think it does a number on batters after a while.
I want a big old rotund pitcher. I guess
Like
Kirby had that kind of thing going on. Like a little, Roger Clemens in the day. Just
there were some other great kind of
Rod Beck.
chunkier.
Remember him? That mullet flowing out the back.
David Wells.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
CC.
Yeah, was it CC that busted his belt throwing a pitch?
Sabathia and then Bartolo Colon. I think Sabathia said that when he was with the Yankees one year, he's like, man, I got to get serious about my health. And he dropped like 30 pounds and said that he lost velo and was getting hit around a little bit. So
mass equals gas.
He just said to heck with it, gained the weight back, and got his velo back.
I love that.
See, Bear, you just add a couple pounds in the right places, you'll be in the big leagues.
Dude, I mean, Sabathia, we're built very similar. I mean, he's a lot bigger than me, and he's got obviously a borderline Hall of Fame arm, but I don't think girth is my problem.
At number 2, United States men's national team attacker Christian Pulisic said he's ready to play in the U.S. men's national team's group stage finale on Thursday, but he added he's probably not ready to play 90 minutes. Pulisic returned to full training this week after sitting out of the Americans' 2-0 win over Australia due to a left calf injury that he sustained in training prior to the Paraguay match.
Not ready for 90 minutes. You didn't hear Ronnie Lott say that. Chop it off.
Wow.
Chop it off.
I don't see any reason to play him tomorrow. Do you, Walker?
No.
Especially if you're going to be playing a bunch of subs anyway, so it's not like he's getting chemistry back with the other guys.
No. We need to rest him because we've already won the group. Whatever we do tomorrow isn't going to change who we play.
Do we know when our round of 32 knockout game would be?
July 1st, I think, off the top of my head.
So Wednesday, so we got another 6 days rest.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, that's what I would do. I wouldn't play him.
Rest him.
But it's good that I feel good about him playing and being effective in the round of 32.
Yeah, I wouldn't hate to see him for like 30 minutes at the end of the game. Maybe just 20 to knock the rust off, depending on how it's going.
What if you aggravate his calf? What do you have? Somebody cleated him?
What if some Turkish Yahoo comes in there and takes him out, wants to take a piece of it because they know he's
not 100%.
Member of Team Turkey A.
These are the people who killed Jamal Khashoggi. I don't know if you're aware, Walker.
I'm not aware. What?
I don't think it was, Russ.
Well, it happened in Turkey. Can't tell me that a Turk wasn't involved, right? They sent Saudis went to Turkey.
Saudi they snatched him.
They got him.
Took him inside. Or he went inside the Saudi embassy, and then he came out in a suitcase.
That's not very good.
What do you think they chopped him up with?
They said it was like a surgical bone saw.
All right. At number 3.
The meat cutter at Satriali's.
Like a
Chris and
hacksaw.
Furio back there doing it.
Yeah.
Got to get out of here. These people come to work at 5 a.m. Sorry, Walker. Go ahead.
At number 3, the second round of the NBA draft is tonight as former Vols Felix Okpara and Jacoby Gillespie wait to hear their names called. Coverage of the second round begins at 8 o'clock on ESPN.
Got a little good news for tomorrow.
Oh?
We always hear it from listeners, and we love it when we talk to Coach Greg Polinsky.
Hey.
GP is going to join us tomorrow.
Love it.
Get some scoop.
We'll see. He's up there. I know that. He's up in New York for the
whole staff go?
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. It's got to be a fun trip for him.
And we'll also check in on what's going on this summer, right?
Yeah, man. Hear about these
even more
dudes.
exciting.
Would love to be a fly on the wall for one of those open gym runs.
Some back channel stuff sounds like Terrence Hill Jr. may be that guy.
Might be the truth.
Yeah.
Looks good.
Yeah, I mean, he left. Last time we saw him on the floor was playing North Carolina. And
I'm fired up for this. Yeah, I want to hear about him, about Juke, the new bigs,
Jalen Harrelson.
Day.
I want to know about them all.
Lundblade.
Let's hear about them all.
How Brown's looking after another offseason.
Are we going to call Tyler Lundblade the Blade? Send in the Blade.
Either that or Bill Lundegaard. I'm Lundegaard.
What?
Jerry Lundegaard. Please,
Lundegaard.
come on. You get your Fargo references right.
Sorry.
No.
Oh,
Jerry
geez.
Lundegaard.
Haven't
Oh, you
seen
do a darn lock count. I'll do a darn lock count.
At number 4, let's take a look around the MLB. The Marlins beat the Rangers 4-2 earlier today, and the Cubs beat the Mets 10-3. Right now, the White Sox are tied with the Guardians with no score in that game in the first. The Red Sox are up on the Rockies late 6-3, and the Orioles are beating the Angels 5-2. Later tonight, the Braves wrap up their series at the Padres, and the Phillies take on the Nationals.
Did you have any of the scores from last night?
No, we talk about games today, Bear.
dude. This is
Come on,
yesterday's news. Come on,
this
man.
is today's news.
Yeah, last night's scores that we have baseball games we have not talked about. I think there was an extra inning thriller out in San Diego, wasn't there, Russ?
Oh,
Braves are on the struggle bus, man. It's not good times. We need
Okay, how many run
Pitching.
lead did you all blow last night?
That feels
4-run
like
lead.
Feels like a targeted situation.
not good, man.
Surprising. Why?
It's not fun. Glad to know that my pain and anguish is giving you pleasure.
Listen to this line, though.
Weirdo.
The guy who got the win in that game against the Braves. Braves lost.
Mason
by the
Miller,
way.
right?
Mason Miller.
Oh my God!
34 innings
He's-
pitched.
he's-
.79 ERA, 66
This guy.
strikeouts in 34 innings.
He is.
It's game over when he comes in, man.
He's
Lights out.
He's a closer.
he's
Yeah.
like he's one of the best closers in a long time.
Big boy. This friend of mine who gets to cover all the home run derby stuff and the All-Star weekend, he's doing that gig. Mason Miller was there. He was here last season or the season before. He said the other thing that's imposing, we talked about.
He's a big guy.
He's like 6'5", 6'5" or plus, and can just throw gas, man.
What would you rather be? Starter, like Skeens or Scooball, or just the closer? Guy who comes in, pitches one inning.
I would love to be
Oh,
the
just-
closer, but that is like top tier pressure too. I mean, most
Yeah, I mean,
often.
the best ones, though, they don't even blink.
I know.
Rivera.
Starter's one making that money, though.
Yeah. So they get the innings.
Unless you're one of those, there's only like maybe one, maybe two big-time closers.
Being the starter is clearly the better job. You work once every 5 days. You're usually, even when you pitch well, you're out of there after 6 or 7 innings. Somebody else has to close it out. But the rush of closing out a tight game has got to be
that gate opens up,
wonderful
and you stroll
feeling.
out on the field, your walk-up music.
You strike the last guy out.
You're the savior.
Yeah.
Mason Miller.
Point at him, talk trash. Sit down. Take your seat.
It's also like you don't feel there's a different level of helplessness when a really good closer comes onto the mound compared to a really good starter.
Well, yesterday he comes in and pitches the ninth and shuts the Braves down, and then the Braves miss an opportunity to score in the 10th. And well, he came back in to pitch the 10th, which usually it's just a one-inning thing. And I was well, we're screwed.
He's gonna just get all these guys in about 10 pitches. Yeah, he's a machine. He's a machine.
I mean, last thing I'll say on this, the leader in wins in the National League, Aaron Ashby, who is a middle reliever and has 10 wins.
It's wild, man. It's just it's a different
Brewers.
game. It's a different game than the one we grew up watching, man.
He's appeared in 36 games already.
I mean, that's another good job. Middle reliever.
Yeah.
So we were talking about earlier with UT. I mean, it's what we were really, I felt like missing more than anything out of our bullpen was that we didn't have an ace.
Remember Nate Snead in that role in 2024?
Cam
like
Sewell.
Just come out there and could pitch, a couple of innings. If your starter runs in trouble in the second or third, like you bring in a guy who can shut the opposite down for 5 or 6 innings, like is invaluable in college baseball particularly.
Yeah. And at number 5, a man had to be rescued from a stinky situation after he fell into a toilet's holding tank at Camp Edison in Shaver Lake over the weekend. Authorities said a man was trapped inside the holding tank of a vault toilet, a facility with no plumbing that operates like a porta potty. The man dropped his sunglasses into the toilet, into the chemical solution, and while trying to retrieve them, he fell several feet into the hole and began yelling for help.
Oh my God!
They're just gone. I mean, what were they like Prada glasses?
I don't know.
You don't go in after glasses.
I wouldn't go in after my phone. I don't know if I would go in after a child.
I wouldn't. I was going to say I wouldn't go in after Russ. I'd be like, hey. Well, how do you let everybody know?
Yeah, I mean, you just what goes in there don't come out, bro. It's a porta potty. What are we talking about?
Spent 15 minutes in the tank before I pulled out.
That is awful.
Well, because I
didn't fall in. I'm thinking about those nice ones they have, like at Lindsey Nelson Stadium or inside Thompson Bowling.
There are nice ones.
Well, more than just like the green porta potty, right? The trailer.
Plastic. Oh yeah, I got you.
It's still a toilet seat. Like, how does a human being fall into one of those?
Maybe he's skinny. Can you imagine? Because once they got him out and obviously got him cleaned up, that guy had to go straight to the hospital for all kinds of probably IV antibiotics, antivirals.
Hey, tell you what, don't bother extricating me. Don't get me out of it. Just put a bullet in my head.
Just kill me.
Just string me up with a noose.
I mean, I couldn't imagine what
the smell,
the smell, the consequences. Yeah, I mean, just all the diseases. I don't know. I'm too much of I don't even think it's a germaphobe thing.
No, you don't have to be a germaphobe to find that.
Well done. Bravo, Walker. That's one of the gnarliest ones you've ever brought.
Did he fall in face first, or did he land on his feet?
I don't know.
Diving down and coming up.
But it's not. It wasn't like a single porta potty type of deal. It was like a big septic tank at a campsite.
Yeah, he fell into it was just a big swimming pool of.
Oh my God! There's certainly some sports we can talk about, right?
No, but we're not done diving into this one, so to speak. No pun intended.
The World Cup games just wrapped up. The next ones don't start for an hour, so we can break those down if you want, Bob.
These actually are a little more fun than World Cup games.
No thoughts on Scotland, Brazil coming up at 6 p.m.?
Now that'll be interesting. Have you seen the video going around of the Tartan Army with their dog mascot?
Oh,
Have
yeah.
you seen that thing?
I saw they had somebody's got a duck mascot that rolls around with a jersey.
Some L3 fans
This
do.
dog looks like a miniature bear. I mean, it's enormous, and they're holding it, and it's like, waving its paws and doing. I mean, it just tracks, man. Scotland is just like.
I saw a man on the street interview some drunken Frenchman who insisted that the World Cup should be based out of the United States from now on because America has, I don't know, apparently the rest of the world loves our restaurants and our booze.
And our stadiums.
The stadiums and the parties. And
I don't have Buc-ee's in Czechoslovakia.
We killed 15 Czechoslovakians.
Well, look, when you go from going to Qatar 4 years ago to coming to the United States, you would think there's a little bit of a upgrade in quality of living.
So, Walker, when they're pulling this guy out of the septic tank.
Yeah, what about him?
Again?
I tried, Bob.
Like, are they extending like a rope to him or something? Or does a guy have like give me your hand? You have to help that guy
I will
up.
find you.
I don't know. I'm assuming it's like
See, like grab the side of the toilet seat and like pull himself up, and he's emerging.
Yeah, you got to think that the fire and
like
EMT
Martin
guys,
Sheen and Apocalypse Now. He's like coming out of the water.
Are they hosing him down like Tommy Boy? When he fell in the
sending
cow?
him through a car wash. He's just walking through it, getting whipped by those scrubbers.
I mean, it's a lot more dangerous because these giant like septic tanks is at a campsite. So I guess it's like it's underground that people connect their RVs and stuff to. And they like warn people, if you drop something, don't even think about it because
I wonder how drunk this guy.
I don't know, but he lost sunglasses.
I mean, you'd have to be drunk to do.
I mean, he's
this.
lucky someone heard him and was doing that because you can get stuck down there for a lot longer than he did.
You could die.
Exactly.
Andy crawled to freedom through 500 yards of foul-smelling filth I can't even imagine.
Wow. Shout out Andy Dufresne.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
The movie was set in the 30s, 40s. Surely he's a goner by now. All right, coming up.
We don't know what they got in Zihuatanejo.
Is that where he went? Mexico?
Yep.
Is that how you pronounce it?
What? Mexico?
No.
Zihuatanejo?
Yeah. I never understood how to pronounce that word. I never even attempted it.
It's pronounced.
Zihuatanejo.
Stay with us. The Drive, Fan Run Radio, 865-966-3435 if you want to chime in this afternoon. On the drive home, we got to take a quick time out. Back with more right after this.
The Drive.
Miss any of your favorite Fan Run show? Listen to the podcast on our free Fan Run Radio app or wherever you listen to podcasts.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Grab a pack, grab your friends. Everything else in life can wait. Your friends shouldn't. Let's go. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Ball fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for, including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
Are you ready for the start of a new season? Maybe looking for your team to go on a tournament run? Get game day ready with Crumble. Head on over to your nearest location and pick up 12 pre-selected cookies plus exclusive toppers. When you're looking for dessert options, there's no question about who you should call on. Our listeners already know. Last year, the Dubai chocolate was a home run, along with the brownie batter. Oreo crumb was another crowd favorite. What new flavor will set the standard this season? If you're in the Knoxville area, there are 3 locations ready to serve you: Clinton Highway, Parkside Drive, and Maryville. Download the Crumble app to build your best lineup and vote on the best combos. You can even put your bid in to request a new flavor. Order in the app and slide on over to your nearest location. Tell them Fan Run sent you. And as always, it's for the fans, by the fans. Don't miss the cookies.
Hey, Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
Where are the best ribs in the Volunteer State? Rickard Ridge. Who has the best barbecue catering packages in East Tennessee? Rickard Ridge. And where is the most beautiful setting to enjoy a meal with family and friends? Rickard Ridge. Rickard Ridge Barbecue. Just a quick ride up I-75, take exit 134, hang a right, and Rickard Ridge is on your left, just inside Cove Lake State Park.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game.
You see it, Walker?
No.
How much you think Diana Rossini is getting paid salary at the Athletic?
I don't know, a couple $100,000 a year.
How many?
$200,000 a year.
Little higher.
$500,000 a year.
Little higher.
$1 million a year.
$800,000 a year. What Diana Rossini was making at the Athletic.
The more eyebrowsing thing that came out of that, I think it was in that same article, was
the more what?
Say that again.
More eyebrow raising.
Eyebrows?
It raised your eyebrows.
I like eyebrowsing better.
Eyebrowsing might.
Did I say eyebrows?
Yeah, that might have to go in the lexicon.
Yeah, we'll put that in the dictionary. Thank you.
Oh, we've always got. I mean, everybody's got one. Where she basically got out of a distracted driving ticket while texting with her kids in the car by FaceTiming with an NFL coach who the traffic officer pulled her over's favorite head coach, but supposedly it wasn't Vrabel. And the sitting head coach talked the cop out of giving her a ticket, which the Athletic pointed out they would have had a huge problem with.
I bet that stuff happens all the time. I mean, not that specific thing, but just like reporters using people in power that they cover to, do stuff that's journalistically unethical. Bob, you've run big media companies before. You're familiar with these big salaries. Does that surprise you? Like, if I would have been like Walker, I would have guesstimated that she earns like $200,000-$300,000, something like that. Like, it's a big job. Like, she was on ESPN. She's a well-known reporter and all that stuff. She's not making $50,000 a year, but 800 seemed like a lot and a tough gig to lose, man.
Very tough gig to lose. No, I think here's the thing. I just saw this statistically where the Athletic is like the moneymaker for the New York Times right now.
Really?
Yeah, it's doing well. So, I think so. She had ascended to a high profile role just based on what she did on TV with ESPN and everything else. So
I thought it was the other way around. I thought the New Yorker or it's New York Times, right? Is what owns
the gray lady?
they own the
what's the
Athletic.
company that Murdoch's company, right? Bought that?
No.
That's Wall Street Journal.
That's
right.
Yeah, that's News Corp. That's Wall Street Journal. And I don't want to make it sound. The New York Times has actually made a really, really smart and successful pivot to digital, which all companies should be really focused on at this point. That's just our new normal.
Yeah,
and they've done that, but they acquired the Athletic a handful of years ago, and they just have talked about how how successful that has been to add to their portfolio. So I think they spend money to get some of the best writers and insiders, and she was a credentialed insider for sure. How she got there might be up for debate, but yeah. I mean,
that's the thing about it. When this story with Vrabel comes out, you will, even if she were able to make some sort of comeback, any kind of success she has, any job she gets, you're always going to be wondering, it's like, oh, what is she doing with that?
Well, so I think so to your question, your original question, I'm not surprised she was paid very handsomely. 800 was a little bit of a surprise, but I expected certainly north of $500,000 for sure.
Got in the wrong line of business.
Find an NFL coach that wants to squire you around.
Vrabel's boyfriend for $800,000.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
Probably fight you for it.
Yeah. By the way, Joshy Boy back on the live chat, Russ.
Oh,
Should
yeah.
we even give him the attention?
We already talked to him. He had his phone call.
I know.
I was supposed to give him an answer today, wasn't I?
He said still waiting for a follow back from.
You keep waiting, Josh. Boy. I haven't decided yet. What do you want from me? I've been busy.
He said,
do something, man. If you want him to follow you, do something. Do something that makes him chuckle.
A grand
and
gesture.
Makes him think,
yes,
I'm going to follow Joshy Boy because I don't want to miss out on something
I tell you, Joshy
great
Boy,
take.
this is getting to be like Geraldo-esque territory. You're creeping me out, man. You want me to create more distance between us, not less.
I mean, yeah, you want to be able to say that guy, that Joshy Boy, he's a mensch, let's
either that or a must follow.
I need to, but Joshy Boy, the ball's in your court if you're listening.
Michael Moats says, oh man, where was it? I missed it. Boy, I really fumbled this one. Give me a second. If Tony was to get let go, would Elander willingly give up his spot as head coach? He doesn't seem to embrace it.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
I just don't see that happening.
He ain't giving up that salary.
And Coastal Vol makes a good point because thing about the chat, you want to get in this YouTube chat because you can talk with other people. Coastal Vol says in response to that, Tony will never coach here as long as Danny White is AD. Neither of their egos will allow it. And I would agree with that. I would say that, there's, I can't think of an example where a coach has been like, you know what, I will volunteer because we're not going to pay him $1 million, whatever he's making, to be third base coach, hitting coach.
Yeah.
But all I would say is if next season goes poorly, and this stems from the conversation we had at the end of last hour, where, okay, if the Giants, that thing has become a train wreck, if they decide to blow it up after this year, and Tony Vitello becomes available in September, October, he's not going to be able to get another college job right away. Maybe Dave Van Horn would say, well, I'm going to do Arkansas a favor. I'm old. I'm just going to retire now, and they can hire their guy. But if he doesn't, Tony's just going to be around, and he's going to be who's the basketball? He's going to be like Billy Donovan, the guy everybody wants to hire, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Tony. I mean, he'll be on like say he got fired at the end of this year. He'll be on all the postseason. He'll be all over college baseball TV next year.
And I don't see Elander going anywhere. But the only hypothetical I would say, and this is like a 2% chance of happening. Like if next year goes poorly for Elander and people are like, oh, run him out, let's bring Tony back. Like I could see if I'm Josh at that point, it's like, well, if I think I'm going to get fired, deservedly or not, if I think I'm about to get canned and that seat is really hot, there might be part of me. It's like, you know what? Rather than get fired and have to move and go coach at, be the hitting coach at Virginia Tech or whatever.
Right.
Maybe I'll just volunteer. Like I like Tony's my boy. I owe him everything. Maybe I'll just move back to my old gig so Tony can come here, take that pay cut. It would be, but I mean, it beats getting fired and having to move your family. If Tony comes back, that's probably going to be super successful and you're going to have another 10-year run or whatever. He's not going to run off to MLB again.
Would you run Danny to get Tony back?
Hell yes.
Wow.
Run him. You'd run over him with your
Like,
car.
do you have to? And there's nothing against Danny. Danny's obviously done well here. But somebody else can be Tony Vitello's boss.
There's only one Tony Vitello.
Did I answer that too quickly? Bob, do you have to think about that one?
So what's the nightmare scenario? He goes to Arkansas, and basically we become like what LSU was to Saban?
Yes.
One of the things, again, because I know Arkansas fans are convinced that it's just a matter of time before Tony ends up in Fayetteville. I've heard that Van Horn has actually lobbied for a hire from within when his time comes.
Like from within, like right now?
Whoever his pitching coach or hitting coach is.
Yeah. Now, we'll see.
I mean, it just depends. If Tony's available, then I think it's a no-brainer for them. You hire Tony Vitello.
Yeah.
But if he's another year, if he has a run here with the Giants or he takes another coaching job in the SEC or wherever because Van Horn's not ready to hang it up, then, yeah, you probably give it to your assistant.
Surely there's no way he'd take that Vanderbilt job if it was open, would he?
I don't think so. I don't think Vandy's a good job anymore. I mean, it's a good job, but I don't think it's as they had whatever they had going on with the scholarship thing. Now everybody can do full scholarships, and like they don't have a financial advantage over the rest of the league anymore.
Yeah.
The petty part of Tony might entertain the idea just because it would like piss Corbin off.
Corbin's head would explode.
But I don't think he would want that job, and I don't think Vandy would go after him.
And do we just think Missouri's a non-starter?
Yeah, I mean it's cold.
Kind of. I mean, if there's a different administration there, like he was pissed off about being passed over years ago. If the stars aligned, and because Tony Spurrier used to say he likes to go to somewhere that hasn't won before. That's why he took the South Carolina job when he could have been at LSU at one point,
sure.
or Auburn or wherever. Like, I think Tony's got a little bit of that after being here. It's like, hey, I built up Tennessee. Like, wouldn't it be cool to go home? Like, he's from St. Louis. Wouldn't it be cool to go to my alma mater and
build them and
have
a statue on 2 SEC campuses?
Yeah.
That'd be pretty wild, wouldn't it?
And he'd do it. He'd win at Mizzou.
I think he would.
Yeah, because he can recruit. But then he'd have Frank the Tank and Q and all those guys with him up there.
Even if he's one and done, like just being in the big leagues for a year will only enhance his ability at the college level.
For sure.
Hey, man, I know what it's like in the show. I can get you there.
Commissioner Bockwinkel just said this is all crazy talk. Tony V's fixing to sweep the Braves again and get that G train rolling.
Probably. We're toast. We're done. It's over.
By the way, Phil,
it's a good run,
aka Philly. He's doing some time on the live chat.
I've noticed his pithy comments.
He just said, "I can't believe Berea Bryant taking days off." Whatever that.
Bear Bryant.
Yeah. I've had over 40 pizzas.
Oh, wait, that's not Bear Bryant. Hold on. Where's Bear's little button there?
Roll down Tide.
Over the years,
Bama Bear.
Roll down Tide.
I've taken less time off than probably anybody else.
Phil's already ripping Bear for taking time off in the future.
Roll down Tide.
I got to take some time off, man. Hanging out with you knuckleheads, man, it's about to drive me crazy.
Roll down Tide.
I kind of want to take a staycation at some point. I just not going anywhere. I just not going to come to work for a few days.
Let's get Jamie in here next. Jamie, you're on the drive, Fan Run Radio. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. I guess it was Michael Mokes. He stole my thunder. I was going to ask you, Russell, if you were AD, how do you handle Vitello's situation if he's available in October? And I go to Elander and say, you have two options. You can either be our third base coach or you can find another job. We've got Nick Saban of the college baseball world that once it's available and he'll come back. You know, either that or get the black curtains ready.
But you're discounting the human element of this, Jamie, in that Vitello wouldn't do that to Elander. It would have to be a situation where Elander feels like he's on shaky ground anyway. And like he would have to sign, he would almost have to bring it up himself. This is crazy talk. This would never happen.
Yeah. I've lived long enough, guys, to know that one thing that I come to learn about my beloved university over here is we will not do the right thing. We'll do the wrong thing, and that.
But Tony
like
wouldn't do.
Bowling Arena.
You understand what I'm saying? Like Tony wouldn't do that. What, you fired my guy? You fired my friend? I'm not taking your job. That's what Tony would say.
I get it. That makes I can see that strategery, but I just think that good a competent university, a competent athletic department makes it work, figures it out.
Yeah, well,
we need this.
If baseball's not going well, and I just spent $100 million on my ballpark, and it's like, I don't know. If I got guys like Baskerville saying, I don't know if I want to buy these season tickets again.
Mm-hmm.
Treating baseball the way Bob's treating Lady Vol basketball, I'd be doing whatever I could to find a way to get my guy back, as hard as that might be.
Mm-hmm. And I see your point about Vitello not wanting to do it. Outside of him, these guys are paid. We don't care about your humanitarian money. I don't care. You're getting paid. You get to live like the 1% do. So picking up and having to move your family I could care less, bro. You get to drive Lexuses everywhere you go. You get to put your kids in private school everywhere you go. But the trade-off is you might not be going to school here in Knoxville. You might be going to school someplace else.
Hell with those coaches' kids.
He's starting to sound like kind of like one of
I don't know, man. I'll tell you what, if I'm a coach's kid, I'd love that. Sounds like the life for me. It doesn't sound like it's poor man's row at all, having that kind of existence. But what do I know? Russ, I haven't got to jump in this week, but I did hear you on Monday. When do we get to see the official rendering? I saw you're commenting on Nebraska's uniforms. When do we get to see what they got for us?
I believe next week, July 1st is when it flips over. So either next week or maybe the week after if they want to wait, because the holiday is going to be big for those of us who love our country, unlike Bear. But I think that they'll do like a social media rollout of videos of the different uniforms is what I've heard.
Well, I'll tell you what, I really pray it's an exact replica of what we've been wearing because, man, I'll tell you what, I've just been a big fan about the way things have looked for the longest, for the last few years. And I come across on my Twitter timeline today, I guess it was the 05 Tennessee LSU game where we trailed 21-0 and came back and won in overtime. And we're wearing those Adidas. And the first thing that stuck out to me was that shimmery shine on the orange jersey. It's just not a good look. That's so Dollar Tree look to me. And
I know the gloss.
Yeah.
That's the way it looked in the 90s, though.
Yeah.
Like you look 97, 98, that orange jersey under the lights, it's shiny. I love that look.
It looks good if it's the right shade of orange.
And that was the other thing, Barry. It just seemed more yellow than orange. So, Russell, would you have the 97 home jersey or what we've been wearing under Nike?
Ooh, that's a good question. I mean, 97 is pretty good.
Bring me those giant numbers.
Does it not matter that that's like the time that's elapsed in between those jerseys is like 25 years?
It's different material now.
Totally different, man. It's not going to. It is not going to look like that. It is not going to look like that.
I'll hold you to it, Bob.
Wow.
I'll hold you to it.
Bring those cowboy collars back too, man.
Yeah.
Giant shoulder pads that made those guys look
enormous.
Like
Pendleton wears that face mask, our center. He's got the old school offensive lineman face mask with the bar down the middle.
Let's keep his nose from getting
broke. I can dig it. Well, guys, that's all I had. I just want to get out. Before I do, let me just say this to one of our one of the Drive's cornerstone callers, Joshy boy. Joshy, ask once, and then if they want to play this guy, the heck with them, man. You don't need to beg him to follow you. You're entertaining as a caller. I'm sure your tweets are every bit as good too. But yeah, I tell Russell, the offer's off the table, man. You follow me or not, but I ain't gonna ask no more, man. Don't beg them for nothing. Y'all hang in there.
Yeah, Joshy boy, have a little pride, man. I mean,
be a man.
Begging, can go begging. He's simping. He's simping for my follow.
I've never asked for a follow. I've asked for a retweet a time or two from a couple of our. There's one friend in particular who's got a pretty big following. Houston Crest.
Is Houston still active on Twitter? I feel like I don't see him anymore.
I don't see him that much. I'll tell you, he's active on Facebook.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not on Facebook at all.
He's killing it in his new gig. I know that.
Good for him.
So, boy.
I hear that regarding the uniform thing, one thing that it's funny, like what's important to people and what's not. Because I see a lot of chatter about the font, the Nike font. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't like that.
Yeah.
I kind of like it.
The Tennessee font?
I'm hesitant to express that opinion online because like our friend Rusty out in Cali, or actually he's back here now, but like he's DMing me the other day telling me how it's like the worst thing ever and how I'm like, I don't like it. But there are definitely things that I don't like.
That's two today. Stephen A. Smith, the Nike Tennessee font.
You don't like it?
I mean, at this point, man, I don't care. I just want to win.
You don't have any hard, fast uniform opinions. There's nothing like.
I would prefer that they stay in the classic uniforms for most of the season, but I've been doing what we do every afternoon long enough to know that, you guys are right.
They're not marketing toward the olds.
No, and it's
toward
these
the
kids.
boomers.
And the kids like all these different things. And like, I like the dark mode and the smoky grays. What's weird is football, I have like the smoky grays don't bother me in baseball. Dark mode doesn't really, but it's just football. I would prefer they wear the classic uniform week in and week out.
I've said it before. I've been impressed, particularly in baseball, with what Adidas has out there for the most part. At least this newer generation of Adidas stuff. And the football stuff, if it just looks the same, man, that's all I care about. As long as they don't do something wacky. That's all.
Yeah.
Like Nebraska.
I don't think Nebraska was that wacky to me, Bob, is that stuff that ended up getting sent back a few years ago.
So if they came out next week and said, these are our new football uniforms, and they had two big white stripes across the shoulder pads, and the pants stripes are completely they're like cut off halfway and angled off at a like, you'd be like, yeah, that's fine, doesn't bother me.
Wasn't there a Nike?
I would be redneck mad.
Well, yeah, you and Jamie would be inconsolable.
Yeah, you guys could.
We wouldn't be the only ones, man. Let me tell you.
But hang tight here. At one point weren't the Nike uniforms? Didn't they have like the checkerboard stripes down the side of the pants?
That was Butch.
Yeah,
it was really dumb looking.
So what I was told. The way that went down is Nike, when they took over in 2013, 2014, whenever it was, they had a meeting with the athletics department and they were doing the designs. This is what the folks tell you now. UT controls the designs now, and don't worry because we control the designs in-house. Well, when Nike took over 10, 15 years ago, they had a meeting with the athletics department, and what I was told is they asked UT, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being Oregon and 0 being Penn State, where do you want your uniforms to be on the,
creativity?
Yeah. And I was told that Tennessee said like 3 or 4 or something like that. And so that's what they came with like a bunch of different things, and some was like too far and some was not enough, but
they were
like,
just trying little subtle things.
Yeah. So they got on whatever, like the only changes were, it was the font, which people feel a certain type of way about. And then the, the stripe on the helmet was like checkerboard on the back.
Mm-hmm. I didn't care about that.
And then it was 1 stripe instead of 2 on the pants that checkerboarded out towards the bottom.
I don't mind the 1 stripe as long as it's not 4 inches wide.
I love the 2
and
stripes.
It looks
man.
like cheap.
I love the 2 stripes.
Tuxedo stripe. You like 2 stripes?
I love the 2 stripes.
I like the no stripes. Like we used to rock when Peyton was here, just power T on the
I'd rather do that than the checkerboard than the 1 stripe. But I love the 2 stripes.
Bob, where you at? White or black cleats?
White.
See, we wore black in the 90s.
Yeah.
White cleats.
Yeah.
You need white cleats.
Particularly with that
stuffer.
with that orange too. I just think it pops better.
I'm with you.
I think we should just go ahead and try the orange helmet out.
No.
I like these.
Go ahead.
I love the orange
go ahead
helmet.
and give it a try.
I think
Try the
boy,
orange
you want
helmet.
to pull it out against UTEP or Little Sisters of the Poor.
See, I'm not superstitious. I'm a little stitious. Barry, you are superstitious.
When it comes to that abomination,
we wore a helmet
and Cockgate broke out.
Yeah, no, it didn't break out. It broke out. It had nothing to do with the helmet. It would have happened if we had worn the normal uniform too.
I didn't like how it looked.
I think the orange helmet looks great. I love having a different helmet.
You know, we still would have won it all in 1998 if Al Wilson had been wearing white shoes.
Bite your tongue.
Do what?
Bite your tongue. You don't know that.
You think if Tennessee wore white shoes in 1998, they wouldn't have won the national championship?
I don't think Al would have looked near as fearsome.
That's not what I asked, like how he looked. I mean, I'm talking about how he played, who won the games. True or false, if Tennessee wore white shoes in 1998, we would have won the national championship.
Nobody was beating us in 98, man.
Thank
It
you.
didn't matter if we'd worn flip-flops out there.
Thank you.
Big Dog in West Tennessee says, I wonder what 3 stripes on the pants would look like.
You might get. I mean, Adidas would love that, right? That's their look.
We got some real comedians over there in the YouTube chat.
I have told you be prepared for this because I think it's a reality. The Adidas cleats. I've seen their latest rendition of shoes. The stripes, the 3 stripes,
the gigantic ones,
massive.
Yeah,
they take up like the entire real estate of the shoe.
Do what now? On the shoes that we're wearing?
Yeah, they're striped. No,
I'm not
just
saying
in
for.
there.
I'm just saying I've got a couple friends who have some new Adidas like running shoes and stuff, and their new style is the 3 stripes, and they're gigantic,
huge, dude,
gigantic. And I'm saying if that conveys over to cleats, man, we're gonna have. I'm sure the fan base will.
Great.
It's not all of them though, Bob, because I've seen like some. They're still
breaking Adidas, man.
Like their shell toes, the Sambas.
It's okay. We retain creative control. It's Adidas. It's a second-rate product.
Oh my God! What are you doing?
I was just saying, man. I'm telling the truth. What I always do here.
Well,
you don't want to hear it.
National champions in football and basketball were Adidas schools.
They certainly were.
Again,
they look good doing it.
It's
not
the
this year.
The players.
Basketball wasn't?
No, Michigan's.
That's right. They're a jump man.
Yeah.
Indiana's an Adidas school.
They are. Yeah, well, the national championship game was an Adidas game for football.
Yeah. So, and I mean, what they did before was the guys that, I mean, they'll just spat their shoes with tape and draw the Adidas stripes on them if they want to wear Nike cleats.
All right.
I can't wait to see some of those Nate Ament signature Reeboks.
We got Polinsky on the show tomorrow.
Yes.
We've got Christopher Gabriel on the show tomorrow. And we finally get rid of Bear.
Oh.
It's going to be fantastic.
I'm glad to be away from you for a minute.
Oh, shots fired.
This time tomorrow, I'll be eating in and out.
Stay with us. The shocking conclusion of the drive coming up next right here on Fan Run Radio.
The Drive.
The flagship station for Tennessee fans. This is Fan Run Radio.
Is your yard starting to look more wild than welcoming? Yeah, don't let your landscape be that house on the block. At ECR Total Landscapes, we make sure your outdoor space is something you're proud of. From de-weeding flower beds to leaf blowing, trimming, mulching, and more, completely customizable to your property's specific needs. We'll handle it all. Why spend your weekends sweating it out in the yard when you can just sit back and enjoy it? That's the ECR difference. And right now, new customers can get 10% off your first month of our monthly maintenance package when you sign up for a full calendar year. That's right. Consistent, reliable service at a price that makes it easy to get started. No sweat, no hassle, just a better looking lawn week after week. Call ECR Total Landscapes today and mention promo code FANRUN to save 10% on your first month. Call 865-384-2012 or visit us online at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Are you ready to show off that confident, radiant smile you've always dreamed of? Well, here at Knoxville Smiles, we're ready to turn your dream into a reality. At Knoxville Smiles, we're more than just a dental practice. We're your partners in achieving optimum oral health. From routine cleanings and checkups to advanced cosmetics and restorative procedures, we offer a wide range of services in an environment that makes every visit a positive and comfortable experience. At Knoxville Smiles, it's about more than just treatments. We're focused on creating a welcoming environment where you feel like family. Our state-of-the-art facilities are designed with your comfort in mind, and our friendly staff is always ready to address your questions and concerns. Don't wait any longer to achieve a beautiful smile you deserve. Schedule your appointment at Knoxville Smiles today and take that first step towards a healthier, happier you. Call us at 865-539-1776 to book your appointment today, or just visit our website at knoxvillesmiles.com.
Located in Knoxville's historic Old City, Barley's offers great food, live music, the best draft beer selection in town, and now your new favorite place to watch sports. Their indoor projector is perfect for any weather, and they've revamped their upstairs area with more TVs to take in all of the action. Their menu features hand-battered chicken tenders, juicy burgers, fresh salads, and the tastiest pizza in Knoxville. You can enjoy their happy hour drink specials daily from open until 6 p.m. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
As they are revamping their main Saturday night broadcast crew. It has been Tom Hart, Jordan Rodgers, and Cole Kubelik for the past 9 seasons. That's a pretty long run in that broadcasting game. And apparently Matt Schumacher and former Georgia quarterback Aaron Murray will be the new top team for the SEC Network Saturday night game. I'll be honest, Bob, we all know who Aaron Murray is. I don't know who Matt Schumacher is.
I've heard him before. He's good. He is a bit of an unknown, but I've heard him do baseball and some other stuff. He's good.
I thought you said Mick at first.
No, really? I'm trying to dig into what's going on there because I'm a Tom Hart fan, quite honestly. I think Hart's good, and they don't talk about where he's getting assigned.
What are they going to do with Kubelik?
Well, Kubelik I just saw a post on X. I was telling Russell, he said some days you just get kicked in the teeth or something like that. I mean, it doesn't sound great for him.
Getting canned?
I don't know.
Can that?
He's good too.
He's really good.
And Jordan Rodgers is getting a bigger assignment within ESPN's college football coverage.
What? He's terrible. He's horrible.
Don't know what to tell you, man. He's, probably something about his Q score. I don't know.
His Q score?
Yeah, dude, they focus group the hell out of all this stuff.
Sure they do.
I mean, that's what good networks do, man.
I know, but I don't know. I mean, Cole Kubelik is like
he might be fine.
Great big old bald-headed lineman from an SEC school that ate ice cream and hung out with the I thought he was
Take
good.
it easy. He's not in a free fall like you want to go to.
I mean, for an Auburn guy, I didn't care for him a whole lot, but
they didn't specify what's going on with those guys, so they might have other roles for them.
I mean, surely Tom Hart's now. He's been a fixture. Right?
He's great. Does a nice job.
He did a couple of Braves games this year on Braves Vision.
Oh, nice.
He's popped up out of nowhere doing. Actually. I'm going to take this up with CG too, because that's where, if you want to pinpoint where the Braves the Braves are free falling, Bear. We're free falling like Tom Petty.
Oh no.
And it all started with that trip to Chicago to play CG's White Sox. That was when Tom Hart took over. I mean, it all ended when Tom Hart and CG stuck their nose into our season.
As a kid from Chicago that's on your fantasy team, Bob's he been doing good for you still?
Who, Murakama?
Yeah.
No, he's hurt.
Right, and I don't follow the White Sox. No wonder you hadn't talked about him.
Yeah, he's on. Well, yeah, he's on the IR with Aaron Judge, your guy.
Braves are 3-7 in their last 10 games with 3.
It's not good, Walker.
Bear mentioned In and Out, by the way. Just I saw this, and Hewitt Pruitt just reminded me of it too. The first In and Out in East Tennessee is coming to Alcoa.
What?
It's going to be right past the airport.
Man, everything's going in Alcoa. Like that whole area, when you take whatever the split
that's where
is.
all the California people moved to when they moved to East Tennessee was Maryville.
Yeah, it's exploding.
Maryville.
You used to go out there and it's freaking farmland and kind of weird. No offense, but
there's some really, really nice high-end restaurants out in Maryville at this point now too.
They're getting In and Out. The first In and Out in Knoxville is going to Alcoa.
Yep.
I mean, if they
first one in East Tennessee.
Can you the lines there? I mean, it's already a traffic nightmare.
That's what I'm saying. If they put it anywhere closer to Knoxville, wherever they put it, that all the roads would just be shut down around it.
I mean, everybody be going out there to hit it up.
Phil, who's very active in the live chat today, says Bear sounds sassy today.
He's starting a 5-day weekend.
To which Coastal Vol responds,
4-day weekend.
Bear got his teeth cleaned, Phil. He's a diva today.
How many beers do you think Phil's had?
That's
I mean, I ought to put a breathalyzer on his damn computer.
I think we just missed something, though, here.
We drank beer.
Walker just
liked beer. Still like beer.
Walker slid the breaking curve in with Bears stepping into a 4-day weekend.
Oh, we've covered that.
We've covered it extensively.
No, I know, but it's the source.
Oh, Walker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What am I being left at?
Bear could take the next 4 weeks, 4-day weekends, and he still wouldn't be close to you guys in terms of the Crest Cup.
Probably not.
There's no way.
I mean, that's over. Bear ain't winning that thing.
No.
Never. I'm not even in the conversation.
I won't be in the conversation for much longer. The way it normally goes.
You're knuckling down here?
I'm knuckling down. We know Bob. I'm sure Bob's got some vacations planned.
Affirmative.
Yeah.
Bob.
You know
Bob letting you know.
That's coming.
He's like damn Mario Andretti. His name will be.
He's got all his planned
It's
out.
not like next week or anything, but it's, I got a lot of, migrating my youngest to college stuff getting ready to happen. So
And that thing could very well end up being named the Crest Baskerville Cup.
I'm just looking for an extensive breakdown of USA Turkey tomorrow on the show.
Turkey A.
Turkey A.
That's going to do it for us.